I am so sorry. We are a little behind on today's watch party. It's chaos here at Chat Sports until the bye weeks kick in, and the noon games always bleed over into the 3:25 games, and so I don't get my studio on time. But we are here. Denver's up 7-0. Jaleel McLaughlin ran it in for his first NFL touchdown of the regular season. So Denver out to an early 7-0 lead. Apologies for being late. That's my bad. Usually if you show up to the class and then 15 minutes go by and the professor never shows up, you get to leave. So if you want to leave, I wouldn't be mad. I would understand. But if you choose to stay, we're going to have an awesome time as Denver is up 7-0 over the Washington Commanders. But who you got in this game? Broncos or Commanders? Let me know in the chat. We've got Garrett Ringy in the chat. Rachel's here. Maxwell. I'm here. I'm very sorry. Again, I'll explain the bureaucracy of Chat Sports at the next commercial break if you actually care that much. Let me know in the chat. There's a lot of moving pieces at Chat Sports. But we are here, and let's go. Terry's typing Broncos. Pedro's dropping a DEN. Ramon, who scored? Jaleel McLaughlin, the running back, rushed it in for, was it like a 10-yard rush? Something in that neighborhood. It was how long of a touchdown run was it? 5 yards. 5 yards. But here comes Sam Howell and the Commanders midway through the first quarter. Rolling to his right. Howell throws, and this one is caught. Now, our Super Chat MVP item today did not come in the mail in time, so I've actually got a photo for it. So we'll just put the photo up, and I'm going to move that over for you right now, FYI. So just keep your head on a swivel for that. Okay. We'll shoot for 2 minutes again, as long as I don't forget. Yeah. 2nd and 1. After a first down throw by Sam Howell. It's a handoff, a run up the middle for the Commanders, trailing by 7 midway through the first quarter, and a 5-yard gain gets Washington a fresh set of downs. I'm sorry, 1 second, everyone. I've been holding in that sneeze for a solid 30 minutes, and I could hold no longer. 123 people watching right now, 33 likes. Hit the thumbs up button if you have not already. We had a very exciting noon slate. Shotgun snap. Howell throws to his right. This is caught. And a gain of about 7 by De'Ami Brown. Oh, the Cardinals up 7-0 over the Giants. A James Conner touchdown rush. He's very upset. We'll run through all the scores in just a moment. It's 2nd and 2. Shotgun formation. Here's the snap. It's a handoff to the left, and it's going to be a gain of 3. Yeah, the first slate, you had the Falcons take down the Packers 25-24, 1-point victory. You had 2 games go to overtime, Seahawks and Titans both winning. Seattle over Detroit, Tennessee over the Chargers. Ravens go into Cincinnati and win by 3. Bills curb stomp the Raiders. You knew the Raiders were not going to be 2-0, and you knew the Bills weren't going to be 0-2. And the Chiefs get back to 500, taking down Jacksonville, who won in Week 1. 1st and 10, Washington. They are out towards midfield, but a flag comes raining down. Not that anyone cares, but I went 3 for 4 on my parlay. I took the under in the Chargers-Titans game, and it just missed by a few points. Yep. What do we get here? On the defense? Josh Dobbs and the Cardinals are driving down the field. Josh Dobbs just ran it in for a touchdown. Quick throw out to the left. It's a gain of 5, and that's Scary Terry moving the sticks. Oh, Mike, thank you. All right. Tex, get some shout-outs in the meantime while I blow my nose.
Oh, yep. Alrighty, what's up, fam? Let's go D-West, DeBest32. Let's go Denver. What's up, Steven Ramel? What's up, Ramon, Mr. Alaska? Eric Michelson, Stun Gun 124. Stun Gun again, Broncos Country, let's ride. What's up, Max Belench? Let's ride. What's up, Pedro Castellion?
All right, I'm back. That was absolutely disgusting. I'm so sorry everyone had to see that, but I had to blow my nose badly. 2nd and 10. Trying to get my bearings back here. I am just so... Can we all agree that when you want to watch football, you want to watch it under your own, your settings in your home or your comfortable place, and you don't want to be rushed? I was rushed today. It just threw me for a loop. Yeah. 2nd and 10. Shotgun snap. Howell throwing over the middle. That's caught. Big gain. A 15-plus yard throw to Thomas is going to get Washington towards the BetUS red zone. Over 200 people watching right now. If you have not liked the video, please do so. It helps boost the channel to more Broncos fans. So let's get this watch party bopping with some likes. 1st and 10. Sam Howell at Denver's 22, trailing 7-0. Here's the shotgun snap. Pressure! He's sacked! Down he goes! Nick Bonito, his first sack of the year. Last year, he only had 1.5 sacks. He had that 1 sack in the Jags game. But he's got a sack today, and it pushes the commies back. A great play by the OU Sooner. Yeah, 2nd-round pick from Norman last year, making a splash in week 2. 2nd sack of the day for Denver. 2nd and 18. At Denver's 30. Shotgun snap. Howell throws. This is caught. Gain of 5. Finding Jahan Dotson, the 1st-round pick from last year on the play. 3rd down. Spam those threes. Let's go. 3rd down. 3rd and 14. Need to stop. Can't give up a first here. Let's get a sack. Who wants a sack? Sack lunch. Num. Come on. Howell takes the shotgun snap. He'll throw it towards the end zone. Oh, it's broken up, but nearly picked off by Josie Jewell. Jewell got his right hand up. He bats it down, but he nearly comes up with an incredible one-handed grab. Jewell, I would have lost it if that was picked off. Let's go. Incomplete. And now Washington comes on for another field goal attempt. Joey Sly missed from 49 earlier this quarter, trying to cut into the 7-0 lead. And the 44-yarder is good, but not by a lot. Okay, sub for dubs, baby. 239 people watching. 7-3, Broncos leading with just a few seconds left in the first quarter. We'll update that for you guys at the top of the screen as the first quarter for Mile High is about to wrap up. A 7-3 lead, though. All Out Broncos is in the chat. I've got Stun Gun in the chat. Max is in the chat along with Duncan and Connie. Dalton Teets Commanders, let's go, baby. Broncos suck. Listen, if you want to cheer for the Commanders, by all means, exercise your First Amendment right. But don't say the Broncos suck when you're a Washington Commanders fan. Like, one, do some history on what happened about 25 years ago. You might make some discoveries. Just going to put that out there. Two, your team is literally the most booty-cheeked franchise in the NFL for the last two decades. RG3 tore more ACLs than you guys won playoff games. So, and that was your fault, by the way. You put him out there when he was injured. So if you want to cheer on the Commanders, knock yourself out. But don't say the Broncos suck as a Commanders fan. I think I changed. Okay, I got Ryder on my side. And here's the thing. For every Commanders fan watching right now, did I lie anywhere in that little spiel? Like, I'm on your side. Dan Snyder's gone. He was the evil man. But don't say your team is awesome and our team sucks when you're a Commanders fan. That won't even be your team name for another year. Russell Wilson on 1st and 10. His pass is tipped up at the line of scrimmage, hits the ground, incomplete. Quick red zone look around here as Stafford and the Rams are hosting the 49ers. They're trailing 10-3, but they are driving right now towards the red zone. Roughing the passer called. I missed that. This is, I would say that's roughing the passer. Yeah. So roughing the passer's call. Yeah, roughing the passer. Looked like Montez Sweat was getting in on the action. Or was that Chase Young? I don't think it was Chase Young. Chase Young is 99. Montez Sweat is 90. Oh, that was, yeah. Okay, here we go. 7-3. 20 seconds to go in the opening quarter. Broncos on top. They're out to the own 40 now after the penalty yardage. Wilson under center. Russ takes the snap. Play action. Wilson airing it out. Down the field. Has a man. That's caught. Touchdown! Marvin Mims Jr., the rookie, with the big explosive play. Denver's on top. A pair of Sooners on both sides of the football making huge plays. Marvin Mims was drafted for his big play ability. And there it is, in a tight formation. He's just going to run straight, and no one's going to catch him. Watch this. Just weaves through the traffic, a perfect pass on the money, and Marvin Mims jogs in for 6. Extra point is up and good. Denver, 14-3 after 15 minutes at Mile High. Spam those TDs, baby. Spam those TDs. Let's go. Okay. Yep, the bosses are telling me, a.k.a. Big Tex here, Big Boss, bet US time. Chatsports.com/bet, promo code Broncos125. What did I just say? Well, when you go to that link and you use that promo code, BetUS, our proud sportsbook partner here at Chat Sports, is going to give you a 125% deposit bonus. So in layman's terms, Tex, if I deposit $100, BetUS goes, hey, Petey, we like you so much. Here's an extra 100. And then they go, we love you actually, so here's an extra $25 because why not? So if you want to bet on the Broncos, if you want to bet on the NFL, whatever you want to bet on, make your picks using our link, chatsports.com/bet, promo code Broncos125. All right, let's get some DENs in the chat right now. Denver, 14-3, just came out here and slapped Washington in the face with their you-know-whats. It's the birthday man, Jeremy Chuggs, hopping in Studio F. Yeah, so some Chat Sports news and rumors drama. Our Giants host, Marshall Green, who I wouldn't say is a delusional Giants fan, but he's He's kind of close. He's down bad with the Cardinals up 14-0. And the Giants haven't scored a point yet. And they are facing 0-2 in the face. Yep. Meanwhile, Dallas has a 7-0 lead over the Jets. And CeeDee Lamb fumbled it. And it's recovered by his offensive lineman, Tyler Biadasz. Okay. We need to get back to the basics for a moment, Tex. Shout out your city. Let me know where everyone's watching from, please. We have 282 people tuning in at the moment. I want to know where you guys are tuning in from because Tom jogged my memory as he says, afternoon from Reno, Nevada. So I've got Salt of Solomon tuning in from Arkansas. I've got Oakland, California, North Carolina. Maxwell is watching from Massachusetts. Phoenix, Arizona in the house. Kansas City, Las Vegas, Tuscaloosa, Germany. What's going on, Cedric? My cousin just moved to Germany. Joseph is watching from L.A., Arizona, Long Beach, California. Dalton's in West Virginia, Miami, Florida, Switzerland, Denver, Canton, Ohio, hopefully later. Victoria, British Columbia, Canada, Alaska. Mr. Alaska's in the house. Mr. Alaska, you actually jogged my memory for me. I've got our Broncos hard hat here, and it's got the Mr. AK on there. $50 in Super Chats. We add your name to our Broncos hard hat. So if you want to be a part of some Broncos breakdown history, or you just want to support the show, $50 Super Chat. We will throw your name on a sticker and add it to our hard hat. So, here we go. 1st and 10, Commanders on the field. Under center, it's a handoff, a run that's not going to go very far, a gain of 3. Antonio Gibson, the ball carrier, and that will do it for the first quarter of action from Denver. 14-3, 2 rookies scoring the first 2 touchdowns. Jaleel McLaughlin and Marvin Mims. Okay. A big pass and a small pass. So now a medium pass, and we've got our perfect little Red Riding Hood family. Burlington, Iowa's in the house. Hawaii, Buffalo, Trenton, Utah, Omaha, Nebraska. Highlight reel Jaleel. Salt, that is an iconic name. I'm going to steal that, and I will give you credit one day. Manning, South Carolina. Let's go. Who you got, Denver or Washington? While they're at commercial, Tex, we have over 300 people watching. One, like the video so we can get to 100 likes. We're 21 likes away. But also, let's throw the Super Chat menu on screen for a moment. That way, if people are feeling so inclined to Super Chat, they want to support the show, and they want to know what a Super Chat could get them, let's at least show them what we're all about here. So, 14-3, Denver over the Commanders going into the second quarter. But here is the Super Chat menu for today. First-time Super Chatters, Tex is our producer today. You did not know this, but he is now in it. We horse neigh. We do our best horse neigh impression for all first-time Super Chatters. $5 Super Chat. Well, we've got a Denver-shaped, Colorado-shaped raffle ticket. I'm going to change that right now. I know my states, but we'll throw that on screen in just a moment. $10 Super Chat. It is a Beers Cheers, so if you want to, crack a cold one open with me and enjoy it, by all means. I fix that? Yeah. Okay. No, just do CO. Yeah. $20. I got the horse mask back. We got a new horse mask because the last one got sold off. So for $20, I'll put the horse mask on for an entire series. $20 Super Chat. And then $50, well, we've got our Broncos Mile High Club. So not the one that maybe some of your friends use when they fly Spirit Airlines, or maybe you do use. But it's our very own, this one right here, hard hat with all the stickers of all the people who have sent in $50 or more on a show. So if you want to get added to our Mile High Club, $50 Super Chat will put your name on there. So that is the Super Chat menu. Let's show them the photo, please, of what the $5 Super Chat raffle is for. Perfect. Yeah. So if you Super Chat $5, it's got this pennant, like a little soft felt pennant, and we'll sign it and we'll mail it to you. It just didn't come in the mail today, so it'll probably be here tomorrow. So I don't have the physical one to hold, but $5 super chat, we enter you into a duck race for that bad boy. We're back in Denver, and on the first play of the second quarter, an incomplete pass by the Commanders brings up nothing for them. So that's our $5 super chat raffle item for today. It's a pennant in the shape of Colorado. We'll sign it and we'll mail it to you. $5 super chat, 2-minute warning of the fourth quarter. We've got a fun duck race. So make sure you stick around for that because it is an absolute blast. Yeah. Here come the Commanders. Sam Howell is going to get sacked. Down he goes. Looked like Randy Gregory and Jonathan Cooper got to him. Type those sacks. Denver's pass rush didn't get a single sack last week. 3 sacks already. Good coverage sack. Just not a lot open downfield. And it's Jonathan Cooper who initially gets to the quarterback along with Zach Allen on third down to force a punt. And the punt is a good one. It's down at the 8-yard line by the Commanders. Meanwhile, a quick red zone look around for everyone. It's 10-10 in LA between the Rams and the Niners. Meanwhile, the Cowboys are in the red zone up 7-0 over the Jets. But Dak Prescott has nothing going on that last one. Oh, we got a $100 super chat coming into the studio next door for the Niners. 3 sacks already. All right. 3rd and 7. Here we go. Sub for dubs, baby. Let's throw on some yeah, they just punted it. We got 338 people watching, 89 likes, 100 likes. I'll take a swig of my Coors latte here. So if we can get ourselves to 100 likes, let's make sure we like the video, because if you want the Broncos to win, we all know that liking the video doesn't guarantee it. But if you are superstitious, why take the chance? And even if you're not superstitious, someone else in the chat is superstitious. So do it for a fellow member of Broncos country. Just like the video. Ashton Thomas is tuning in from Phoenix, Arizona. We've got Lindsay watching from Washington State. And we crossed 100 likes. There we go. Cheers to everyone for tuning in. Garrett's right. Hit those likes. Indeed, Mr. Ringy. Indeed, my friend. Hit those likes. Okay. Rachel's watching from Tyler, Texas. All right. We are going all over the map right now. Denver is up 14-3 over the Commanders. If you're just tuning in, it was a Jaleel McLaughlin touchdown and a Marvin Mims touchdown. So 2 rookies getting the scoring started for Denver today. Meanwhile, Anthony Richardson and the Colts knocked off the Texans, but Richardson got a concussion in the game. Meanwhile, the Giants are currently trailing 17-0 to the Arizona Cardinals. Is it panic time in New York? It might be. It might be. Oh, we got someone watching from Slovakia. And Binks is in Albuquerque per usual. Now we are back in action. 1st and 10, Denver. They've got a long field, about 92 yards to go. Wilson takes the shotgun snap, rolls to his right, throws over the middle. That's incomplete. Was trying to find little Jordan Humphrey. Unable to link up with him. Denver last week scored 16 points. They're at 14 already. This offense starting to get into a bit of a rhythm. 2nd and 10. Wilson in shotgun. Russ hands it off to Javonte Williams. Williams running to the left side, slipping out of a tackle. And Javonte picking up 6 yards, but not the easy way. 6 hard-earned yards. Jonathan's watching from Brazil. Obrigado. Russell Wilson so far today, 2 for 3, 73 yards, 1 touchdown. Big throw to Marvin Mims, helping that stat line out. Yep. 3rd and 4. Denver trying to avoid a 3 and out after Washington pinned them deep after a nice punt. Deep ball! He's got him! He's got him! Who else but Marvin Mims yet again? The rookie just springing this offense across the 50 on another huge throw and catch. Type those ones indeed. Marvin Mims, number 19. Remember the name. Great throw, great catch. And Russell Wilson, he might be back. Ball sits at the Commanders 31. 400 plus people watching. It's a handoff. Run to the right. Williams is running into a big red wall. That's called Duron Payne and his friends. Didn't see a whole lot out of Marvin Mims in week 1. 2 grabs, 9 yards. But this time, we're not even done with the first half, and I think he's over 100 yards for a touchdown. Cheryl, we're glad you are in good company now. 2nd and 10. Under center. Wilson takes the snap, handing it off. Running it is Javonte, who's going to get a yard, maybe. And on 2nd down and 10, it'll be 3rd and 8. Marvin Mims is over 100 yards with a touchdown already. I think he's over 100. If he's not, he's at 99 yards. He is at 114 indeed. 3rd and 8 coming up here. Denver at the 29-yard line of Washington. Empty set. Wilson in shotgun. Timeout. Russ calls a timeout, or Sean Payton does, rather. Okay. So Sean Payton using his 2nd timeout of the first half, just 1 remaining. As 3rd and 8 approaches here, and he wants to get the right play call in. He wants everything to be just perfect for this play. Denver is 0-1. If you go 0-2, that's a tough hole to climb out of. If you go 1-1, you're right where you started pretty much. Zach Wilson and the Jets are trailing 10-0. 3rd and 8, empty set for Wilson. Puts a man in motion, takes the snap. Quick screen, that's caught Jerry Jeudy. He's got blockers, but a nice tackle by Kendall Fuller brings Jeudy down a yard shy of the line to gain. I like the play call. I like the execution. Kendall Fuller just makes a really good play. A nice open field tackle on Jerry Jeudy. And my suspicion is Sean Payton wants to go for it on 4th and 1. Fourth and 1, Denver. Okay, here we go. Quiet down, please. Oh, Denver, I think, is just going to try and get the Commanders to jump. I formation, No, it's a QB sneak, and Russ has it. Move the chains. Move the chains. First down. Type those ones. Type those ones. Type those ones. You got to love the lineup. Pretend like you're just going to try and get him to jump, and then you actually run a play. 1st and 10 Broncos. Wilson in the I formation. Under center, puts a man in motion, takes the snap, hands off. Javonte Williams, gain of 4. We have not had a Javonte. Someone fact check me. I'll trust, Garrett or someone in the chat like Desire Best. The last Javonte Williams touchdown would be like week 12 of his rookie year, 2021. Someone fact check me, please. I'm going to go week 12, 2021. I don't think it's that far back, but it might be. It wasn't last year. I know that much. 2nd and 6. Throw over the middle. That's caught. Touchdown! Brandon Johnson, his 2nd career score. Had one last year in the Ravens game, and he's got one today. 20-3. Denver just absolutely knocking the teeth out of this Commanders defense. 20 points in the first half. They scored 16 all game last week. They were on pace for 40 plus. Okay, here's a better question. Last time the Broncos offense put up a 50 burger. Did it happen? Did Vic Fangio ever have a 50 burger? I don't think so. The closest I feel like he got was that Cowboys game in 2021. When was Denver's last 50 burger? It definitely didn't happen last year. Yeah, they gave up a 50 burger to the Rams. When was the Broncos' last 50 piece on offense? They didn't get there in the Cowboys game 2 years ago. When was it? Was it really the Peyton Manning Cowboys game? That long ago? No. 10 years. I mean, 50 points is not easy to come by, so. I thought it was VT92. I also thought the Cowboys game. It's the Titans 10 years ago. Peyton Manning, first year at Mile High. Sam Brown joining us for just a moment.
Yeah, shout out to StatMuse for pulling the numbers.
Maybe lock the door.
50 points they haven't scored in 10 years, which is sad.
Yeah.
Like, that's the only word you could possibly put around this.
I wonder what the longest droughts are for every team's 50 burger, last 50 burger.
You know, that's
10
a
years
lot of
probably
research.
up
I'm
there.
not going to go that far, but I'd imagine they're not the longest drought.
No, I would think the longest drought. I kind of think the Giants.
When's the last time the Jets put up 50
The
points?
Jets, yeah,
Maybe
you're
never?
right. The Jets,
Maybe never?
maybe never, honestly. I don't know if the Jets have ever scored 50 points in the game. Garrett Ringy, any super chats yet? No super chats yet. If you want a super chat, by all means, feel free to do so. It's a great way to support the show. We're looking for our first super chat. Maybe for the first super chat, I'll put on this horse mask. Looking for the first super chat. So, first time super chatters, we do a horse neigh. I said $20 first, $20 for the horse mask. But to get the party started, how about a first time super chatter or just a first super chat in general? I'll put on the horse mask. So, but I'll make the deadline until kickoff. We have until now, between now and kickoff, to put on the horse mask. We got Mike Greenberg in the chat. What's up, Greeny? We got Julian Edelman's mom or sister, it appears, in the chat right now. So the rest of the super chat menu, we have an awesome super chat giveaway. It is under the photo, Sam, if you want to throw that up super quickly, because unfortunately the actual physical thing did not come in time. But it is a pennant in the shape of the Colorado border, Colorado State outline. Yeah, that one. And so we'll sign this bad boy and we will mail it to you. Oh, we got a $5 super chat, $10 super chat. Let's go. Todd and Larry getting the fun started. It's already started. It's 21-3 in the second quarter. Let's go. Vintage Russ stats, let's go. I mean, Russell Wilson is... Don't look now, everyone.
5 for 6, 147 yards and 2 touchdowns.
Is Russell Wilson back? VT92 with a super chat. Larry, let's freaking go, Broncos. Thanks for the live stream. Larry, thank you for the super chat. I really appreciate your support. VT92, a freaking legend at the channel. You know I'm really enjoying seeing the offense play so good and let the defense rest. Sam Howell, tip ball, intercepted! No! Alex Singleton had it, and Brian Robinson knocks it out of his hands. Singleton had the pick. Okay, I made a deal, though. Here it is. Horse mask is coming on. We got a super chat. Okay, give me a moment, everyone. It's a bit of a, pardon my French, a bit of a shit show. Okay. I am back. Can you guys hear me at all? Okay. It's a run to the right on 2nd and 10. How's the levels? Okay, they're coming in. Yeah. I put the microphone right into the mouth of the horse. 3rd and 9, span those threes, or S for stop. That works too. S for stop. I can see about 25% of the TV. 3rd down. Let's go. Let's go. 3rd and 9. I want a Pat Surtain pick 6. I would like that, please. I'm asking nicely. 3rd and 9. Howell in shotgun. Takes the snap. Denver brings 4. Downfield pass. Incomplete. I say it again. Incomplete. 4th and 9. I'll rock this thing out for the rest of the punt. Do we like that? I can't even see the chat, so I'm not quite sure what the public opinion is on the horse mask. Fourth and 9, the Commanders are going to punt. Here's the punt. The left-footed boot. Good punt. Field at the 15. Return gets across the 20, across the 25. Here's Mims across the 30. Mims across the 40. Mims across the 50. Marvin Mims pushed out of bounds, but a big gain. And the Oklahoma Sooner is having one hell of a ball game. Let's go. Marvin Mims with a huge return sets up the offense in excellent field position. Marvin Mims gets Denver's offense set up across the 50 after a 30-plus yard return. Now I'm going to take this off now. Whew. Coming out of that thing. Feels like you're coming out of the womb as a 25-year-old. All right, we are back. I love how Morgan says mask no good. Lindsay, love your mask. Al says the mask is great. Desire best week 16. Thank you. I felt like the week 12 was too far back, but I know we didn't have one last year. So you played 4 games last year. Week 17, week 18. It's gone about 7 weeks now without a touchdown, if my math is correct. Football kid, we love the mask. $20 super chat. I'll put a mask on for the entire drive. So I got to have higher standards after hopping into that thing. But Marvin Mims, offense, special teams, get him on defense maybe as a safety. I don't know. Just try to make something happen. Mike Greenberg, you need to wear it every 3rd down. Now that's too much on and off. Yeah. More horse mask. It's like more cowbell. More cowbell. Marvin Mims will be the #1 fantasy waiver wire addition after today. Right? Like, he's got over 100 yards and 1 touchdown. He might be Russell Wilson's new Tyler Lockett big play target. All right, here we got Broncos or Commanders. Let me know. Kathy says Denver. Baseball Boy says Denver. 476 people hanging out with me right now. Just 154 likes. Don't make me beg. Don't make me get on my knees. I'll do that. But please like the video. Try and get us to 200 likes. If you have not liked the video, do me a big solid and hit that thumbs up button. Otherwise, I'm going to tell Deion Sanders you did not like the video. And if you do not want someone to be mad at you, it's Deion freaking Sanders. The guy is just looking to pick fights with people. Like, he's looking for bulletin board material. I'll give him freebies. We are back. We'll do that afterwards. Next stoppage. Ooh, the Jets scored a touchdown to cut into the lead in Dallas. 10-7 from Jerry World. But Dak Prescott threw a big pass to CeeDee Lamb. 1st and 10, Broncos at the Commies 40. Handoff, a run to the right. Williams. On 1st and 10, he gets 5. Wilson doing some good stuff with his legs. And then, of course, uncorking some deep balls. Yep, and then Brandon Johnson. Brandon Johnson. I'll tell a funny story about Brandon Johnson later on. I don't know if funny is the right word, but like a personal anecdote with Brandon Johnson. 2nd and 5. Handoff up the middle, Javonte Williams, and Williams picks up 7 yards. There's a flag down. All right, really quickly, Brandon Johnson, a receiver for the Broncos, who's a UDFA last year out of UCF. Well, before he was at UCF, as a holding is called on Denver, so it'll be a 10-yard penalty, replay 2nd down. Brandon Johnson was at Tennessee, where I went to college. And I was a big Tennessee football fan, of course, like followed the team closely. And we were in the same summer class. And I recognized him. And so, like, I had 2 run-ins with football players, but we were kind of going around, and I was like, just, introduce yourself to the person next to you. And he's like, Brandon Johnson. I was like, I know, the wide receiver. He's like, oh, that's shit. Because he was like a nobody freshman at the time. And then he transferred, had a good year for the Knights, and now he's in the Broncos. But I don't think he will remember me from that summer math class. Maybe. I don't think he'll watch the stream, though. Okay. Second and 15. Denver calls a timeout after the play clock ran down. So the Broncos have used all 3 of their timeouts already. But ultimately, you're up 21-3. No one's going to focus on the timeouts. Although, after a holding call, to have to use a timeout to avoid a 5-yard penalty. Am I good right now? Yeah. We got Joshua Yoder in the chat. What's going on, Josh? VT92, is the audio okay? I ask people that are frequent commenters, so let me know, VT92. Is the audio okay? 2nd and 15. Broncos at the Commanders 45. Play action. Wilson rolling to his left. Wilson wants to... He fumbles! It's covered by the Commanders. Wilson fumbles. Now Russ thinks he's down. The official call is Washington football, maybe? Wilson was really nonchalant about it all. They are calling it a fumble recovered by Washington. I think Russ is down. I mean, this would be, as the broadcast indicated, a bit of a turning point. Is Russ down? Nope, that's a fumble. That is a fumble, absolutely. But Russ was right next to... Oh, my gosh. Russ gets up. The ball's in front of him. He doesn't go for it because he says, I'm down. Like, it doesn't matter. He's not down. That is just, that's bad. That's bad. I mean, you think you're down, so you don't even bother. Like, why not just be safe? Why not just grab the football just in case you are not down? Just in case the referees make a bad call. It's sitting right in front of you, and he's like, I'm down. Pick up the ball. This is just, it's just old peak Russell Wilson. Like, not peak Russell Wilson, but like last year Russell Wilson. That's just going to go viral on Twitter, and that's going to be the conversation for Russ's first half. Not the touchdown passes, but that now. Yeah, Michael, that was a Cam Newton moment. I don't think Russ was down. I think that's a fumble. That ball gets punched out while he's going to the ground. That ball is moving. I think that's a fumble. And it was clearly recovered and called by the Commanders. Garrett, Russ, not quite back. I wouldn't go to say he's not back because of that. What I want to see is the downfield passing. I saw that in the Marvin Mims pass, baby. Good throw to Brandon Johnson, running a nice crosser in the red zone. Good plays. Just not a good one right there. Yep, indeed. All right, let's tell everyone watching about our proud sportsbook partner today, BetUS. Chatsports.com/bet. Promo code Broncos125. Use that link along with that promo code to get a 125% deposit bonus. So if you put $100 in, BetUS goes, here's an additional $125 because we love Broncos country. But you got to use that link and that promo code to get the deal. All right, who you got? Broncos Commanders 21-3. Yep. Over 500 people watching right now. Our resident Seahawks fan is back. He is the biggest closet Broncos fan I've ever seen. And they confirm sack fumble recovered by the Commanders. So the Commanders get the ball at midfield. They're down 21-3. 6.5 minutes to go. And they have an opportunity to try and cut into this lead to close out the first half. Shotgun snap. Sam Howell. Hold. There's a flag. There it is. Quick throw. Caught Jahan Dotson. Gain of 3. But this is all going to come back. There's a clear offensive holding. Holding. Offense. Number 72. 76. Sam Cosmi, the starting guard who was on the injury report all week. Cosmi. He a Texas guy? Oh, of course you knew it. All right. It's 20-0 Cardinals over the Giants at the half. Yikes. 1st and 20. Commanders at their own 41. The shotgun snap. Howell throws over the middle. That is caught. Gain of 12. Finding Terry McLaurin. So they get the penalty yardage back. It's 2nd and 10 now. Over 500 people currently watching. Like the video. We're 4 likes away from 200. Help me out. 2nd and 10. Meanwhile, the Rams have come roaring back to take the lead over the Niners, 17-10. 2nd and 10. Broncos bring the blitz. Sam Howell is going to be sacked, but there's a flag. It's going to be a face mask. So ultimately, Josie Jewell or Alex Singleton gets to him, but you clearly saw Nick Bonito kind of throw that left hand out and get a big fistful of face mask. Yeah, Nick Bonito with a clear face mask on Sam Howell. So that's a fresh shut of downs. It was 2nd and 10. Now it's 1st and 10. Bad penalty by Nick Bonito as he goes to the sideline afterwards. Yeah. First and 10. Commanders on a screen. They set it up, and it's going to be a decent gain of 10 yards. Meanwhile, Brock Purdy, QB, sneaks it in for the Niners to tie the game to go into the half. This is a big play for Washington, or big drive, I should say, right? Trying to go into the half, maybe down 21-10, much more manageable. 2nd and 1 after the 9-yard gain on the screen. Under center, Howell takes the snap, hands it off, run, Brian Robinson, gain of 2. And 1st and 10, Washington. First half, I should say, wrapping up. Commanders have all 3 timeouts. Broncos have 0. First and 10. Shotgun formation. Sam Howell on the offense at Denver's 24. Here's the snap. Howell looking, checking it down. Reception is made and a gain of 7 on the play. Pushed out of bounds to stop the clock. If you're Washington, you're down 21-3. Are you really in the business for field goals? Like, you're down 18 points. You could go down 15 points. Makes it a 2-score game. I have a feeling Eric Bieniemy wants 7 or he wants nothing here. 2nd and 4. Howell under center. Handoff on the jet sweep. This will be a first down run and more. Good play out to the 5, and then the tackle is made from behind. Nice call and good execution by Washington. Makes it 1st and goal. I love this from BT92. Defense needs to get a pick 6. Make the pick 6 call, Vance. I wish it was that easy. Randy Gregory making a nice tackle coming from behind. Good track down, good effort. 1st and goal. Howell in shotgun. Takes the snap. Hands it off. Runs to Robinson, who picks up a yard or 2. And it's now 2nd and goal with the first half quickly expiring, approaching the 2-minute warning. Let's see if Washington wants to get a playoff before the end of the 2-minute warning. I'd think not, right? Try and reduce how much time Denver could get on the other side of the 2-minute warning. And indeed, they do let this clock tick down. All right, so 2-minute warning now from Mile High. Let's throw on the Super Chat menu super quickly here as CBS goes to a commercial break. But we don't do commercials. So the Super Chat menu, if you want to support the show, 21-3 Broncos. First-time Super Chatters, if you have never Super Chatted before, Super Chat, you're going to get my best horse neigh. You can grade it. $5 Super Chat, we've got a Colorado-shaped pennant raffle system. We're going to do duck races with the 2-minute warning in the 4th quarter. We'll throw the photo of that on screen in just a moment. $10, it's a Beers Cheers. $20, a horse mask comes on for an entire drive. You guys got a bit of a taste of that earlier. If you want the horse mask to come back on, get someone in the chat to send a $20 Super Chat. And then $50, well, we're going to add you to our Mile High Club. It's our hard hat here, baby. So we'll get your name on a sticker, and we will add it to our Mile High Club. But this is what the $5 raffle system is for. It is this pennant that's like a little soft felt, and it's in the shape of Colorado. I'll sign it. We'll mail it out to you. You can add it to your man cave. We're going to do a duck race for that. If you've never seen a duck race before, you definitely don't want to miss that. That'll be at the 2-minute warning in the fourth quarter. So $5 super chat, get added to that raffle system. Now, we are also closing in on our next milestone in subscribers, which is 16,000. We are so close to it. I mean, sort of close to it. Relative term, but we're close for sure. We're currently at, what's the live number? Let me give you guys the live number. If you want to geek out over the YouTube analytics with me here, because you know I'm always checking that stuff. We're at 15,665. So we are 335 subscribers away. If you haven't subbed yet, you're not doing it right. Join the Broncos Breakdown. And if you already subscribed, please do me a favor. Type me in the chat. That way, those of you that are on the fence about subscribing, you can be persuaded by the army of me's in the chat. B to block the bots as well. But most importantly, type me in the chat if you are subscribed and help encourage those who are not subscribed to join us here at the Broncos Breakdown. I've got Rachel. I've got Gavin Thompson. I've got Baseball Boy. I've got All Out Broncos. Will Scott is subscribed. Let's go, Will. I've got Cheryl. I've got Garrett, Anthony, Chicken Boy, Sus with an all-time profile picture. BetUS Red Zone, 2nd and goal. Sam Howell throws in. Complete. Third down. Here we go. 3rd and goal. I have to envision it is 4-down territory for Washington, right? Going into the half down 21-3 versus 21-6. I don't know how much that really does for you. 21-10 is much more salvageable. 3rd and goal. Shotgun snap. Howell throws. Say it with me. In. Complete. 4th and goal, and they're going to go for it. Type those 4s. 622 of you watching. I want 622 4s in the chat right now. Let's go. Span those 4s. They're going for it. 4th and goal from the 4. Span those 4s. All Out Broncos, Rachel, Baseball Boy, Will Scott, Tiffany, David. Keep them coming. 4th and 4, the shotgun snap. Howell throws back in the end zone. Caught. There is a flag. Kareem Jackson had a big hit on the intended receiver. The offensive line has come in to support their receiver, who looks to be injured on the play. So here's the status. It's a touchdown. Kareem Jackson with a big hit on the receiver, right? Receiver's looking one way, catches the ball, car accident. It is a touchdown, but a flag comes in, so whether or not he held on, they were going to call, and Kareem Jackson just threw his shoulder and kind of helmet right into the receiver's head. If the roles were reversed, we'd all be calling it an extremely dirty play. K-Jack, I don't know. The offensive line then came in to back up their guy, which that you have to, as an offensive lineman especially. Hopefully the receiver's okay. I didn't see who it was. It's number 82. It is Thomas. So, not good. Not good. Hopefully he's okay. But it is a touchdown for the Commanders. So an extra point will make it an 11-point game. Yeah, this kind of looks like the last night's game. Colorado State. What an all-time finish. Rams just dominated for 57 minutes or so. Can we agree? Yep. Got to play 60 minutes. I can tell BT92, he was trying to knock loose the pass. Too much of a torpedo. I mean, he's definitely trying to really lay the hammer down to jar the ball loose, but he just went right for the guy's head. And that's just, you just can't do that. I know it's tough to criticize your own players when they do those big hits, but you just can't have that. Can't decapitate a player. Like, not happening. Meanwhile, Daniel Jones with a huge pass that's caught Jalen Hyatt for the Giants to get New York in business to start the second half, trailing 20-0. Let's see what the Giants do. Oh, Jones keeps it on 2nd and 7. He runs it in himself for a touchdown. So New York, it took them 6 quarters, but they have their first points of the 2023 NFL season. Daniel Jones running it in. Meanwhile, the broadcast completely botched this. We just came back to the game. There was a 2-point attempt, and they didn't show it. CBS fucked it up. So while we were at commercial, Washington went for 2. We rejoined the broadcast mid 2-point conversion, and they don't get it. So it's 21-9. Eric Bieniemy going for it, trying to make it a 10-point game. Kareem Jackson was ejected. K-Jack was ejected for that hit. You lost Caden Stearns. Yeah. Honestly, I'm not going to pitch a fit over that ejection. Thomas eventually got up, ran off the field under his own power with thumbs ups. So there's only 2 safeties left. It is Justin Simmons and DeLaren Turner-Yell. Well, there's no review for a 2-point conversion. You either get it or you don't get it. You know, it doesn't matter about the spot. But they are reviewing the 2-point conversion, which we did not get to see. K-Jack's ejected, and it's kind of the right call. Now Denver is in a bit of a pinch, though. It's just Simmons and DeLaren Turner-Yell. No Stearns, no Kareem Jackson. J.L. Skinner was inactive. I don't think Brian Robinson got the... I don't think he broke the plane. Of course, DeLaren Turner-Yell in on the 2-point conversion. He just throws his body at Robinson and then bounces off instead of actually holding him up so the rest of the defense can come in. Why he's a special teamer. All right, they overturned it. 2-point conversion is good. It is 21-11, and I wouldn't say the air has been sucked out of the stadium, but just like that, we saw Washington able to try and make it a 10-point game going into the half, but Denver does get the ball, of course. 1:47 remaining, no timeouts. So Washington puts up 8 points on 4th and goal, and Kareem Jackson gets ejected. Seems like a big win for them. First and 10, Denver will take it over at their own 25. Let's see what this Broncos offense wants to do. Sprinkle in some other weigh-ins. 1st and 10. Russell Wilson of the offense at their 25. Under center. Wilson takes the snap, pitches it to Williams, running to his left. Javonte is not going to find a lot of rushing room. He gains 2 yards on the play. Second and 9. And the Commanders call a timeout, trying to get the ball back. Okay. So Washington, who has 3 timeouts, just used their first. Make sure to like the video. 665 of you watching, only 234 likes. Who's too cool to like a YouTube video? Help a fellow Broncos country member out. 2nd and 9. Under center, Russ is going to pass. Moving to his right, now back to his left, throws across field. It's incomplete. Just threw it out of bounds. And that's exactly what Washington wanted. A stoppage on the clock. And it is 3rd and 9 now. So the Commanders can make a stop here and get the ball back with a timeout and maybe about a minute 15. Wilson lining up in shotgun on 3rd and 9. Takes the snap. Russ throws over the middle. That is caught. Jerry Jeudy. But unfortunately, the pass was a little behind Jeudy, so he had to go back to get it, and then he fell down to the ground as a result. Couldn't keep running in stride, and that's the difference of getting a first down and getting 4th and 2. The pass was just a little bit behind Jeudy, who has to readjust to make the grab, and as a result, 4th and 2. And the Commanders call a timeout, trying to preserve as much clock as possible. I mean, they're down 10 going into the half right now. They need to squeeze out every possible opportunity. So why wouldn't you? Riley Dixon on for the punt. Punts it away. And fair caught at the 24-yard line. All right, what's going to happen on this drive? Predict it for me. Touchdown, field goal, turnover, or punt. Let me know what's going to happen on this next drive for the Commanders, who have the ball with a minute 20 and 1 timeout. Touchdown, field goal, turnover, or punt. All 700 of you watching right now, let me know down below. The Seahawks fan talking shit is really rich after a week 1 loss to the Rams without Cooper Kupp. You let Puka Nuka, or whatever his name is, look like Randy Moss. 1st and 10, Sam Howell drops back. He's looking, he's throwing, and it's incomplete out to the Denver sideline. So that brings up 2nd and 10. Incomplete. Delaire Turner-Yell and Justin Simmons are your 2 starting safeties now. No Stearns, of course. No longer Kareem Jackson available. And J.L. Skinner was inactive. 2nd and 10. Shotgun formation for Sam Howell. He drops back. He throws over the middle. That is caught. Gain of 15. First down, Washington. Curtis Samuel on the reception. 60 seconds and counting. Commanders have 1 timeout. Shotgun snap. Howell drops back. He throws over the middle. This is caught. Curtis Samuel, game of 5. And that's something that's going to benefit Denver, right? Clock keeps moving. Minimal gain on the play. Under 40 seconds to go. Washington at their own 41. Howell is going to get flushed on the pocket. He's going to tuck it and run. Sam Howell all the way out to Denver's 41-yard line. There is a flag. This could be coming back for holding. Holding on the offense. Wipes away a big run for Sam Howell. So instead of a gain of 15 to 20, instead it's a loss of 10 yards, and that might kill any hopes and aspirations for the Commanders to put up points before the half. Big holding call there, wipes all that away. And it's a good call. 2nd and 16, a spot foul. Oh, 2nd and 6 anyway. I'm dumb. Howell in shotgun from his own 31. Takes the snap. 25 seconds. Checks it down. It is caught. Gain of 4. Inbounds. Clock keeps ticking. It'll be 3rd and 12 now, and I have to envision the Commanders use their last timeout. Washington does indeed. So 3rd and 13. You can try and throw to the sidelines. If you go over the middle of the field and it's not a first down, it'll be 4th and short. You got to hurry. I'm thinking sidelines or maybe the middle of the field. Try and run up and spike it. Now, if you're Denver defensively, I don't think you have to keep it in front of you. Like, Washington is not looking for the home run ball here. I hope. Don't just give them field goal range because why not? Looks like Denver's sitting in a cover 4. Flag on the play as the ball is snapped. Howell unlaunches it. That's caught. Huge gain on the play. Sam Howell with a huge pass down the sideline. There is a flag. This could be on the offense. Offsides defense. It's on the defense. Thomas and Coombe jumped on the play. And with 13 seconds, Washington is right at field goal range. It's a one-high safety look. Just Justin Simmons back there. Damari Mathis, who else? Damari Mathis got beat by a tight end. 1st and 10, Washington, 13 seconds, no timeouts. A sack would knock him out of field goal range. Howell drops back. Throws out of bounds. And with 8 seconds, it's 2nd and 10. Commanders might just want to kick it right now. Maybe they can try and pick up some extra yardage. Flag was offsides on the defense. I mean, this is a fragile situation. 8 seconds, 2nd and 10, no timeouts. You're right on the fringe of field goal range. From here, it would be a 49-yarder. Howell, snap, looking, throwing to the end zone, incomplete, 2 seconds left. I wonder if they want to do are they going to try a field goal? Or are they just going to go the Hail Mary route? Yeah, here comes Joey Sly, the kicker. It'll be about a 50-yarder. Of course, a little easier at elevation. Gives you an extra few yards. 49-yard field goal to try and make it a 7-point game. Kick is up. It's good. And Washington goes into the half down a touchdown. They were trailing 21-3. You blink and it's 21-14. So let me ask you this. While we get these stats up from the first half, who you got? Broncos or Commanders? It was 21-3. Vibes were high in Denver. And quickly, Washington cashed in on a touchdown, 2-point conversion, 8 points, 3 points right before the end of the half, 11 quick points to go into the half just down 1 score. Hopefully Denver did not get a full belly syndrome and felt like this game was put away. Damn. I kind of had a feeling like with these Broncos, we really shouldn't trust them with anything just yet. They have not earned our trust to believe they can maintain a 21-3 lead. So we'll get the stats on screen from the first half in just a moment. Meanwhile, we're at 15,702 subscribers. Thanks for all of our new subscribers. Greatly appreciated. I'll give a quick red zone look around, but actually first the stats. First half, Russell Wilson, 6 for 8, 154 yards, 2 touchdowns. Sam Howell threw the ball 30 times in comparison. 30 times in the first half for Sam Howell. Brian Robinson had 5 carries for 13 yards. Logan Thomas, 22 yards. Marvin Mims, 113 yards and a touchdown. Meanwhile, the Rams and the Niners are even at 17 apiece. Giants trailing in Arizona 28-7. Cowboys over the Jets 18-10 at the half. So that is your first half score look around here. We'll take a bit of a halftime break for ourselves in a moment or two. But if you want to go use the bathroom, get something to eat, get something to drink, now would be a good time. But we'll throw on the stats from the first half as Denver has a 21-14 lead, but it's not super close. All right, we will be back for the second half in just a few minutes, guys. But here is the halftime stats. We are back for the second half, but let me know, who do you think is the best game so far? Russell Wilson, Marvin Mims? Let me know down in the comment section as we get ready for the second half of action. Broncos up 21-14, but I have never been so queasy about a 7-point lead because not long ago we were popping champagne. It was 21-3. Vibes were high, a mile high. Feels a little different now. But it is Denver's ball to start the second half. And so with a touchback on the kickoff, Russell Wilson and company will take over at their own 25. But who do you think is the best game so far? Anthony says Marvin Mims. Stun Gun says Marvin Mims. Rachel says Mims. I would agree. Marvin Mims has taken over on offense for the receiving unit. Like, Sutton who? You know what I mean? Like, it's been the Marvin Mims show so far. First and 10. Under center. Wilson in the offense. Play action. Russ is sacked. Flag comes in. On the first play in the second half, looks like Deron Payne gets home. It's a holding that gets declined. So a holding call on the offense will be declined. Deron Payne making a nice play on Mike McGlinchey. Mike McGlinchey, 2 straight weeks of tough assignments. Max Crosby, Deron Payne. But the guys paid a lot of money to eliminate those tough assignments. 2nd and 19. It's a run for Javonte Williams. That goes nowhere. All right. Starting to get a little bit worried because now it's 3rd and long, right? The first 3 drives for Denver, touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Now, fumble, punt, and they're looking at 3rd and a mile, which will likely be another punt. So after 3 straight scores, it'll be 3 plays or like 3 straight series where they give the ball right back after a few plays. 3rd and 21. Wilson in shotgun takes the snap. Russ drops back. And it's incomplete. Looking for Samaje Perine, but the pass is batted down by Deron Payne. And don't look now, but Washington's offense is going to come on the field with a chance to tie or take the lead. Everyone is saying what we're all thinking. The Broncos need to wake the fuck up. Because the Commanders are here to play now. The Commanders were sleepwalking in the first quarter, but they have woken up. So Denver punts it away, and Washington starts their return at the 40, gets out to the 43. So Sam Howell's going to be at midfield, down a touchdown. Broncos need to wake up indeed. All right, grade the Broncos so far. This is a tough one to give out. On one hand, they're winning 21-14. On the other hand, it feels like they're losing 21-0, right? My letter grade for Denver at this point in time, I'd give it a B. They've scored 3 touchdowns. You can't score a touchdown. Well, that's not true. You're not going to score a touchdown on every single drive, most likely. But they have quickly turned it over. They have let Washington come back in this game. But they still have a touchdown lead. So I'll give it a B. Tiffany says C. I'm seeing B's, B minuses. Ladies Farm says D+. I just don't even give a D+ to a team that's winning 21-14. Like, that's tough sledding right there. Hey, you're up by 7. That's a D. Maria B, Lindsay B, Multi-Man B-, C+. Rachel B, Thickman B, Garrett B. Let me know. All right, while you are typing your letter grade in, I'm going to tell you guys about our sportsbook partner, BetUS. Chatsports.com/bet, promo code Broncos125 When you put that in, you're going to get a 125% deposit bonus. So if you want to make some money on the Broncos or betting on the NFL or any other league for that matter, like Polish basketball, chatsports.com/bet, promo code Broncos125 for a 125% deposit bonus. Getting back to those, grade the Broncos so far. A, B, C, D, or F. I would give Denver a B. That's what I'm standing by. Daddy D-Man, C+, B- if we stop this drive. Mr. Alaska agrees, B. Benny Harrison is giving them an F. Wow. You know they're not playing like an FCS school. It's still an NFL team, so it's not going to be a complete cakewalk. They're up by 7. Speaking of up, the 49ers are up over the Rams right now, 20-17, after a Jake Moody 50-plus yard field goal. And the Giants are trying to make some headway in their deficit down in the desert. First and 10. Handoff and a run for Robinson. Simmons makes the initial stop, but a gain of 5. And the ball now out towards midfield. Meanwhile, Washington in the first half went missed field goal, punt, touchdown, field goal. Second and 5. I think Denver jumped. Yeah, there's a whistle that blows. That was kind of an awkward play. The Broncos clearly jumped, but I never saw a flag thrown. They usually only stop the play if there's a clear path to the quarterback, so there's no sense in running it. False start, offense. All right, even better. I didn't see Washington jump. I saw Denver jumped, but Nick Gates, the starting center, jumped, so we'll take it indeed. So it backs it up. So after the false start, it's 2nd and 10 now. B to block the bots. 2nd and 10. Shotgun snap. He throws over the middle. Dropped. 3rd down. Incomplete. 3rd and 10. Oh, he heard footsteps. He heard the Pro Bowl safety Justin Simmons right behind him. 3rd and 10. Big 3rd down. Big 3rd down here. Try and get off the field. Force a 3 and out. Howell takes the shotgun snap. Flushed out of the pocket. He's going to tuck it and run. Sam Howell using his legs. Sam Howell might have the 1st down. Very athletic play by 14. There is a flag. This all might be for nothing. Let's see what the flag is. This could be a holding that wipes away what was a very impressive play by Howell. Referee still doing some bickering over what the call is. Holding. Defense. Fabian Moreau, defensive holding. They add 5 yards onto the end of the run. I was thinking of saying something, but I'm not going to say it until that time happens, which I know is very cryptic, but we all kind of see where I'm getting at here. 1st and 10, a run for Brian Robinson, a gain of 12. So a 1st down carry for the former Alabama Crimson Tide. All right, Howell and the offense methodically moving down the field. starting off with good field position, and now they are making the most of it, getting themselves towards the BetUS red zone. That's the Commanders' 8th play of 10 or more yards. First and 10, Washington. Here's the snap, drop back. Howell throwing to the end zone. Touchdown. Terry McLaurin with one of the best touchdowns you're going to see in a while. Scary Terry with an incredible reception in triple coverage. And the 21-3 lead is about to go up in smoke. Justin Simmons. And is that Pat Surtain? I refuse to believe that could be. No, of course not. I think that was Damari Mathis. Who else would it be? The extra point is up. We are tied. Unbelievable. Damari Mathis and Justin Simmons were the two closest defenders. But Terry McLaurin makes a great touchdown grab in the end zone. And don't look now, but the Commanders have completely erased a 21-3 deficit. They have stormed back to tie the game. Come on. Okay. Offense, get a move on. Get a move on. Let's go. Time to jumpstart this thing. Need a big play. Need a Marvin Mims sighting. Need a Jerry Jeudy or Cortland Sutton sighting. Then we need Marvin Mims. Who is to blame for the blown lead? Let me know in the chat right now who you think is ultimately responsible for this 21-3 lead evaporating. I don't want to put it all on this one guy, but man, Damari Mathis was in on coverage on the touchdown grab there. He was also in on the coverage for the field goal, like for the big play Sam Howell made before the half to get Washington in field goal range. He was awful last week, and he does not look a lot better this week. There's a lot of finger pointing, but Damari Mathis is continuing to have a tough start on the year. There is no sophomore leap being made right now. Vance Joseph is taking some blame, and yeah, Joseph's defense sounds like a great motivator. Not seeing the results on the field, right? Blew a 21-3 lead. Just like that, we are starting over. Game is tied. So let me know who to blame is. Entire defense from Anthony. Penalties. Yeah, I mean, sure. Who's committing the penalties? Broncos need to wake up. Indeed, they do. Indeed, they do. Trying to keep my cool here, but starting to think the worst here. Starting to think of what awful, post-game show is in for me if the Broncos blow a 21-3 lead. Washington kicks it off. It's a touchback. Over 800 people watching right now, just 300 likes. I need to raise my own morale here, but that touchdown was just an absolute killer. I mean, double coverage. And Terry McLaurin is working on Damari Mathis, and he just gets beat. He just gets beat. He's got some safety help on the inside, so he gives him too much slack. But it doesn't mean you can take the leash off of your receiver. First and 10, Denver at their own 25. If they go 3 and out here, we end the stream. And on first and 10, they run it for 2 yards. This stream will end if Denver goes 3-and-out after giving up a 21-3 lead. Take that to the bank. 2nd and 8. Second and 8. Wilson in shotgun. Broncos football. Flushed out of the pocket. Wilson wants to run it. Wilson's going to get the first with his legs. First down, Denver. Broncos with the ball, too. We'll get it on screen for you. Let's go. We get the Broncos football on screen, too. Russ throwing downfield. Oh, nearly intercepted. Was looking for Judy. Overthrows it, and the DB nearly makes a play on the ball. He dropped an interception, actually. DB for the Commanders just dropped a surefire, easy pick. Wilson gets a second chance. 2nd and 10. Drops back. Russ just throws it into the ground to Adam Trotman's feet. Nothing was there, which honestly is the only thing you can do on a completely figured out screenplay. Third and 10. Here we go. Big third down. Third and 10. Russ throwing to his left. That's intercepted that time. Oh, he dropped it. The rookie Forbes out of Mississippi State picked it off, and then I think he fumbled it and then recovered it. They might rule it incomplete altogether. This might be a catch, fumble, recovery, or it's just an incomplete pass. I told you guys, Wilson got away with one earlier. This time he might not have. I think, it's a pick by the defense. Emmanuel Forbes, the first-round pick. And then on his return, he kind of fumbles it. The call on the field is an interception. This is I think it's a catch, honestly. I think this is a catch. I don't think this call is going to get overturned. That was such a fun first quarter. That was so much fun. Can we go back to the first quarter? Why do they insist on 4 quarters? 15 minutes is plenty of time to find out who the best team is. This is brutal. This is nightmare fuel. It's 21-21. Russ threw 2 picks on that series. One was dropped. One was caught.
Let's not sit here and act like we didn't expect it.
Yeah. And Cortland Sutton hasn't done jack shit. Like, no. I don't want to speak it into existence, but if this game goes downhill, it's going to feel like Hackett last year at this exact same time. They did win week 2. Yeah. Beat the Texans at home. But, it feels like, oh, my God, we're what's it called? The Twilight Zone. We are literally back 12 months ago. Nothing has changed. Lose against the Raiders, and then good offense for a little bit, but then just disappears. Houdini. Vanish. Oh. All right, while we're at a commercial break, Tex, could we throw on the Super Chat menu, please? If you want to support the channel, if you want to aid my complete mental breakdown of this game, If you feel so inclined, you're more than welcome to Super Chat. Here is the menu today. First time Super Chatters, we're doing our horse neigh. So if you've never Super Chatted before, first time Super Chatters, I'll give you my best horse neigh. $5 Super Chat. We've got this awesome pennant. We'll actually put it on screen for you in just a moment. And you get entered into a duck race to win it. $10, it's a Beers Cheers. $20, I put on this horse mask for an entire series. So $20 Super Chat, I'll throw this bad boy on for an entire drive. And then $50 in Super Chats, well, you can add it to our Mile High Club, baby. So that is the Super Chat menu for today. And this is what the $5 Super Chat raffle is for. It's this pennant right here in the shape of the Colorado state lines. And I'll sign it. We'll mail it to you. It did not come in the mail in time for today. So it'll probably come in tomorrow, and we'll put it back in the mail on Tuesday. But that is the Super Chat menu. If you enjoy the free content, you want to support the show, Super Chats are greatly appreciated. Make no mistake. But liking the video, commenting, all that good stuff, if you are unable to Super Chat, is another great way to support the channel. Let's see what the call is. My honest opinion is I think this is a catch. It's going to give Washington good field position. Waiting on the review. Russ leave. Well, the chat's in a good spot right now. Over 900 people watching. Yep, it's an interception for the Commanders. First down, Washington. Call stands. So the rookie Forbes gets his first pick of his NFL career. And Russ, I don't know what happened. He was awesome in the first quarter. Just disappeared. First and 10, Commanders at Denver's 44. Howell hands it off. It's a run. And it's a good run, too, for 10 yards and more. The pile keeps going. It's like a gain of 15. What looked to be a gain of 8 turned into an extra 7 yards because Washington just got more physical and pushed the pile. First and 10, Commanders. Let's see what the Commanders want to do. First and 10. Shotgun formation. Sam Howell takes the snap, hands it off to Robinson out to the left. This time not as much room to be had. Just a gain of 3. And that brings up 2nd and 7. I did not see this dramatic comeback coming. Eric Bieniemy and Vance Joseph, teammates back at CU. Long time ago, 1990. There's Vance Joseph having the time of his life. You see him now on the screen. 2nd and 8. Howell looking, surveying, throwing, caught, gain of 4 on the play. So on 2nd and 8, they go to Antonio Gibson through the air. He gets them to 3rd and 3. So 3rd down. Need to stop. Here we go. Nearly 1,000 people watching. Let's get the threes in the chat. This is the plant the flag moment to turn this thing around. Start spamming 3. Big 3rd down. Need a stop here. Spam those 3s. Spam those 3s. Let's go. Come on. Shotgun snap. Howell. Pressure. Ball. Recovered by his offensive lineman. But Jonathan Cooper with the forced fumble. And it kicks Washington back a good chunk of yardage. That's why you spam 3. Jonathan Cooper working on the right tackle. is just going to beat his man, and the camera does not want to show it at all. There's a good angle. Working on Andrew Wiley, free agent target or free agent signing. And now it's a 59-yarder. 59-yarder. They kick. No good. No good. No good. Wide right, baby. Let's go. Kick is no good. Jonathan Cooper just saved Denver 3 points. Forced fumble, loss of 17 yards on the play, 59-yard kick, wide right. Let's go. Big time momentum changer. Now the offense gets the ball right back to where they were roughly. Like give or take 10 to 15 yards, but in the same neck of the woods. Gotta get some points. Doesn't have to be 7. Just get me some points, damn it. Let's go. We've got nearly 1,000 people watching. If you haven't subscribed, please go ahead and do so. We are closing in on our next milestone for subscribers. The live number right now is, drum roll please, 15,767. So we have 200 and change to go until 16,000 subs. Let's get there today. Come on, hit the subscribe button. We post daily Broncos content here. So if you are looking for a go-to Broncos YouTube channel, this is the place to be. All right, here we go. Just picked up 6 subs like that. To those of you that just subscribed, I salute you. Meanwhile, the Niners taking it to the Rams. They're up by 10 in the 4th quarter. But LA's got the ball at midfield. So, I ask you guys right now, tied ball game, 3rd quarter, what you got? Who do you honestly think is going to win? Denver or Washington? I want to believe Denver. I want to believe Denver. I do believe Denver. This is just a little scare, right? This is like when your uncle goes to the hospital. He's like, wasn't a heart attack, but he's got to lay off the bacon. It's just a little one. Like, okay, we can deal with that. We can deal with that, right? We can lower the cholesterol. That's all this is. We need to lower our cholesterol right now. Tied ball game. We're starting over. That's okay. Clean slate. Russ, clean slate. Get the ball at midfield. Go out there. Make some plays. Make some plays. Come on. Let's go. Jonathan Cooper, who had an outstanding offseason, got himself into a starting role, former 7th-round pick. Big play there. Gives Denver the ball at their own 49-yard line. Wilson under center, play action. 1st and 10, dumps it off. This is Samaje Perine. On 1st and 10, he gets about 5 yards. So Perine able to get about half the yardage as he goes up against his old team. Last time he really started as a running back was with the Washington Commanders. Although at that time, they weren't the Commanders. Last 4 possessions, fumble, punt, interception. Just a complete 180 offensively. But hey, we're starting over. Tie game. 2nd and 4, a jet sweep handoff. I like the play call. Marvin Mims able to evade a couple of tacklers. And on 2nd and 4, he gets a yard or 2. And that'll make it 3rd and 2. 3rd down and 2 for Denver. What are we thinking? Run or pass? Let me know. Run or pass, 3rd and 2. What would you do if you were Sean Payton? I would run it. Give me Javonte Williams. Run or pass? Shotgun snap. They're going to pass. Wilson throws. That's caught. 1st down. Yes. That's Cortland Sutton. Moving the chains. 14 gets involved. Spam those ones. Spam those ones, baby. Cortland Sutton working on a nice crossing route over the middle of the field. And he just springs open. First and 10, span those ones. Over 1,000 people watching. Let's go. Under center. Wilson takes the snap. Play action. Dumps it off. Pirine in the flat. Samaje rumbling his way towards the first down marker. Gain of 9. Let's get a touchdown. Screw 3. I want 7. I want the extra point too because I'm greedy. Garrett Bowles doing some nice work on Chase Young during the last play. Second and 1. Fullback Michael Burton gets a touch, and on second down, he gets enough yardage for a first down. You know what that means? Here, we'll save those stuff for, yeah. Type your ones. Type your ones, baby. We are approaching or in. We are in now. The BetUS red zone indeed. Shotgun formation. Wilson takes the snap. Throws across the middle. That's Cortland Sutton slipping out of a tackle. Gain of 4 yards. I mean, this drive has been a lot of short, intermediate passes, right? Nothing beyond the sticks even. Just taking what's in front of you. Wilson today, 10 for 16, 186 yards, 2 touchdowns, and 1 interception. I mean, he's only thrown the ball 16 times, and we're almost in the fourth quarter. Second down and 6. I formation at the 14. Wilson takes the snap, hands it off. Running to his left is Pirine, and he gets 5 yards on 2nd and 6. So that brings up 3rd and 1. Let me know, 3rd and 1, 3rd and 2 actually. What would you do? We've actually got this as a question. Run or pass here? 3rd and 2. There it is. R for run, P for pass. 3rd and 2 from the 10. A lot of runs. Wilson's in shotgun. Snap. Russ drops back. Russ trying to avoid pressure. He's sacked from behind. Chase Young gets a sack, and that's the first time in a long time Chase Young has gotten a sack. So on 3rd and 2, Chase Young gets home. And that brings up 4th and 5, and the field goal unit comes on for Denver. Oh, Jerry Jeudy's open. Throw it. What are you waiting for? Just throw it. 4th and 5, a 31-yarder for Will Lutz is perfect. So the Broncos regain the lead 24-3 with 2 minutes and change to go in the third quarter. But it's a 24-21 lead for the Broncos. 2 minutes remaining in the third quarter. I want to be more happy about this, but I just feel like no one's going to come out of this game unless you're Washington super jazzed up about the win. Just knowing that you had a 18-point lead and you let it slip away. Chase Young's first sack in the last 701 days. There's 365 days in a year. 300 times 2 is 600 plus 65. 665, nearly 2 straight years without a sack. If you want the Broncos to win, make sure to like the video. Don't jinx it. 1,100 people watching right now. Hit that thumbs up button. We're at 392 likes. Help us get to 500. Hit the like button, everyone. And the opening kickoff is drilled out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. 411 likes. Let's get up to 500. We're at 417. Keep a like in the video, people. Sam Howell in the offense taking the field now. Okay. Not on 1st and 10. What do you guys think is going to happen, though, as we are at the start of the drive, though? Touchdown, field goal, turnover, or punt? Here's a shotgun snap. Howell pump fakes. Now he's in a heap of trouble with Pat Surtain in the backfield applying the pressure. There is a flag. I think the Giants are making a ferocious comeback right now in the desert, by the way. They were down 2 or 3 touchdowns. They're about to tie this game. Pass interference offense. 10-yard penalty, replay first down, so 1st and 20. Daniel Jones has another rushing touchdown for the Giants. And that one ties the game, too. First and 20, shotgun snap. Howell throws to his left. That is caught by McLaurin. Gain of 6 on the play. So 1st and 20 will turn into 2nd and 14. Were the Cardinals really up 28-0? Can someone fact check what this guy in the chat just said? I know they were up big. I didn't think it was a 28-0 lead. 28-7? Okay. Second and 15. Shotgun snap. Howell throws. That is it. Oh my goodness. What was supposed to be an incomplete pass, an official throws a very late flag. Pass interference on Pat Surtain. Let me watch this. Maybe. It's just bizarre because there's one referee who's actually got an incredible view of this, and he does not throw his flag. But it's the back judge who decides to throw his flag in. First and 10. Handoff. Robinson. Oh, he springs free. Robinson's got a first down and a lot more. Robinson to the 50. Robinson across the 50. A 25-yard plus run for Brian Robinson. All right. Phoenix, you should watch the Giants play. They are losing to the Cardinals right now. They didn't score a point week 1. First and 10. Shotgun formation, the snap. And this play is blown up. That's Nick Bonito. He just unravels this option play for the running back and quarterback and drops the whole thing for a loss. Sam Howell hands it off to Brian Robinson, only to find Nick Bonito waiting patiently. B to block the bots. So we wrap up the third quarter. Who you got? Broncos or Commanders? Let me know. 1,100 people watching. I want to be a bit more enthusiastic right now, but just blowing an 18-point lead takes the wind out of your sails like you've never seen before. Now, we are entering the fourth quarter, so if we could throw the Super Chat menu on text, I just want to show everyone kind of their last gas. If they want to throw some bones our way, they're greatly appreciated, of course. Plus, if you like the free content, Super Chats go really the extra mile to support the show. So with Denver leading at 24-21, here's our Super Chat menu. First-time Super Chatters, we do the horse neigh. $5 Super Chat, we'll throw it on screen in about 15 seconds. We've got a raffle. We're going to do a duck race. $5 Super Chat, you get entered into the duck race to win a Colorado-shaped pennant that we'll sign and mail to you with the Broncos logo on it. $10, it's a beers cheers from me to you. $20, I've got a horse mask. I'll put it on for an entire drive. So if you want to see that for God knows what reason, $20 Super Chat. And then $50, well, we get the Mile High Club. So not the one your parents made you in while flying across the country, but instead it's our hard hat here, and we'll add your name to one of our football stickers and put it on. So that is our Super Chat menu. That $5 Super Chat item, this is that pennant. It's the Colorado-shaped outline with the Broncos logo, of course, and I'll sign it and we'll mail it to you. It just didn't come in time for me to physically hold it, so it'll be here tomorrow, but you'll get it for sure. Don't worry, nothing sketchy or anything like that. Just didn't get done, post office, whatever, didn't come in time. But $5 Super Chat, we will do the duck race for it at the 2-minute warning. So if you want to sneak into the duck race at the last moment, $5 Super Chat. Now, grade the Broncos through 3 quarters. Okay. A, B, C, D, or F. Someone said the mask is lucky. Baseball boy, you are correct. $20 Super Chat literally could buy Denver a win. Get the mask back on. All right. What letter grade are we giving the Broncos through 3 quarters here? Honestly, the mask is so lucky. Next Super Chat, I'll put the mask on. Toss the $20 out. Next Super Chat, we'll get the mask on. 2nd and 14. Over 1,100 people watching right now. Shotgun snap to Sam Howell. He dumps it off on a screen to Gibson. Antonio Gibson is sprung free. Gibson across the first down marker. Gibson is taken down in the red zone. A huge play for Antonio Gibson. And a shoestring tackle by Justin Simmons preserves the lead for now. Daddy D-Man, I get it, dude. I get it. Orbit plays, those are 2 good purchases, I can't lie. $5 Super Chat, you could get a, raffle ticket to win a pennant, though. 1st and 10. Howell throws over the middle. This is caught. Damari Mathis in coverage. Gets taken for a ride to the 1-yard line. They're going to score. I cannot believe what I'm about to see. Eric Bieniemy is a Broncos killer. I thought it was Mahomes. I thought it was Reed. Nope. It's been Bieniemy this whole time. No, not that. Okay. 1st and goal. From the 2. We need a stop, baby. We need a stop. Shotgun snap, handoff, Robinson to the end zone. This is a touchdown. This is a touchdown. Touchdown, Washington. After trailing 21-3, they're about to go on a, what would that be? Like a 21-3 run of their own? About to go on a 25-3 run. The extra point is up and good. So after trailing 21-3, they are now up 28-24. Unbelievable. But also so incredibly believable. This team is just allergic to winning. They really are. It's been so long since this team had a good sense of what winning was. Sure, they don't lose every single game, but they can never put together, I wouldn't say a complete game, but there's always some sort of in-game drama of here come the Broncos unraveling. Like, you get the one-off good games like the Cowboys game in Dallas 2 years ago, but few and far between. Instead, you get a lot of games like this game, the Eagles game 2 years ago at home, the Jets game last year at home. Just so many games where Denver just fucking pisses down their legs. 21-3, and you now trail 28-24. 18 points might be the biggest blown lead in franchise history. Unreal. They cannot figure it out. Like, and here's the issue. It's clearly deeper than Hackett. I genuinely believe the sad reality is, and we don't want to accept this, what if this team is just not as talented as we think they are? And their record reflects who they are. Like, go back in time with me for a moment. Before Denver got Russell Wilson, the storyline was, in the Vic Fangio era, great defense, just couldn't quite get the offense down. They just need a quarterback. They've got everything else. They got the quarterback, and it didn't work last year. Okay, they got rid of the coach. They got the right coach now. Maybe this is a bigger problem than we're giving it credit for. Am I right? Huh? Like, maybe the problems and the issues with this team are so much deeper than we want to truly accept. And that's why they screw around with bottom half NFL franchises. $2 super chat from Rockland F. Game face. Sorry, not a 20. Rockland, you asked. You shall receive. $2 super chat. I'll put it on for a few plays here. Yeah, 28-24. We're in the start of the fourth quarter. 13 and a half minutes. Here comes the horse mask. It worked last time for what it's worth. Okay. I'm in business, baby. Here we go. This is tough. Tough to see, tough to breathe. 1st and 10, play action. Russ over the middle. Broken up. There is a flag. There is a flag. Defensive pass interference. Hopefully on Forbes. Got to kickstart this drive with 15 free yards on the house. Pass interference. Defense. Oh, defensive holding or illegal contact? Sorry. So just a 5-yard penalty. Big difference. 1st down. But a free 1st down play and 5 extra yards. So we'll take it. First and 10. Wilson under center. Takes the snap. Handoff. Williams. Oh, jeepers. Nowhere. Gain of 2. This is what I was talking about. Like, oh, we got Mike McGlinchey, Ben Powers, Garrett Bowles. What if they just suck? I know no one wants to hear it, but what if McGlinchey was just a bad overpay of a free agent? What if Bowles was a one-hit wonder in 2020? I mean, Denver's got less than 40 yards this half. 2nd and 9, Wilson throwing. That's incomplete. There's a flag, maybe. No flag. So on 2nd and 9, it's an incomplete pass, and that is going to bring up 3rd and 9. If they do not convert this, I will sink into the floor like the Wicked Witch of the West. I'm holding my horse nose. Oh boy. 3rd and 9. Here we go. I don't want to be dramatic, but I feel like this is the game. Like, I feel like Washington can get the ball back and put up 7. Wilson's in shotgun. 3rd and 9. The snap. Wilson's flushed out of the pocket. He throws. It's incomplete. He gets hit as he throws. There's no flag. And it's 4th and 9. Well, that sucked. This is what I'm talking about. Like, Mike McGlinchey, hold your block. The punt is caught at the 25. The return across the 30. An 8-yard pickup. A flag comes in. Someone on defense needs to make a play. It can't all, like, here's the thing. Pat Surtain is an incredible corner. But, like, if they don't throw his way, he cannot get an interception. So, should he do a bad job to entice the quarterback to throw his direction? Otherwise, the dude has no chance of making plays. Like turnovers. These were supposed to be the easy games, by the way. 2 straight home games against teams that finished below 500 last year. That has to be the catapult, right? The jumping off point. Instead, Denver's staring at 0-2 in the face. And it is a big 0-2. It's ugly. Not even like kind of pretty. No. Producer McCullough wants to know how many wins for Denver in 2023. My original prediction was 9-8. I want to stick to 9-8, but losing these 2 games sure makes it tough to believe that they are going to go 9-6 the rest of the year. Maybe. It's very early. We always overreact to the first week or 2 of the season. All right, before we get into much further on the fourth quarter, BetUS is our sportsbook partner. Chatsports.com/bet. Enter that link in. When you enter that link in, you sign up, it's going to ask you for a promo code. Use that promo code, Broncos125. When you do those 2 things, BetUS gives you a 125% deposit bonus. So if you want to use our link, chatsports.com/bet and promo code Broncos125. By all means, feel free to do so. And in return, you're going to get a 125% deposit bonus. So how many wins for the Broncos in 2023? What are we thinking, huh? Toss out a number. Just a number. Just need the one number. I'm thinking 7. Like, I think I've gone from 9 to 7 because 2 of the wins I had were the first 2 weeks of the year. Sam says 0. I got a 3. I've got a 10. I've got a 6 from Adam, Rachel, and Desire Best. Benny Harrison thinks 10-7 still. Bravo to you. You think they're going to go, what would that be? 10-5 the rest of the way if they lose today? Well, there was a penalty on the punt return, and it gets added on to the return. So now Washington takes over at their own 36. I need a play. I need someone on defense to step up. 1st and 10. Howell rolling to his right. Play fake. Now he's going to tuck it and run. And on 1st and 10, he gets 3 yards. Sam Howell, by the way, might be him. The guy's played awesome today. Meanwhile, the Giants are tied with the Cardinals, like we said, 28 apiece. Howell today, 24 for 36, 265 yards and 2 touchdowns. 2nd and 8, it's a handoff to Robinson. There we go. 3rd down. 1,323 people watching at this present moment. I am calling on each and every single one of you to spam 3 like you are at the game right now, losing your voice. 3rd and 8, a chance to get off the field, bring the offense back on. Start spamming 3. Start spamming 3. We've got an injured player on the field, it appears. A bit of an intermission at the moment as both teams catch their breaths. They're not showing who the injured player is or what the delay is for. There it is. Cost me the guard being taken off. Start spamming 3. I'm going to look down at the chat, and I want to see what looks to be a raging river. Let's keep the 3s moving. Keep the 3s moving. Let's go! Come on! 3rd and 8. Spam 3. We need it. We need it. 3rd and 8. In shotgun. Sam Howell on 3rd down takes the snap. He's pressured. He's pressured. He is sacked. Yes! There is a flag. I'm terrified of what this flag is. A big group effort on the sack. Everyone got a hand on Howell at some point. But what is this flag? Don't be on the defense. Don't be on the defense. Holding. Defense. Automatic 1st down. Defensive holding on 3rd and 8. Fabian Moreau. Unreal. Let's see the call. Is this a bad call or did he really hold? That's a little ticky-tacky. Come on. 1st and 10, Washington. They hand it off to Robinson. Brian picks up a yard. I mean, loads of time left. Both sides have all 3 timeouts. Time is not the issue here. The issue is Washington is up 4, and if you're just waking up now, they are 1 play away from making this a 2-score game in the 4th quarter. I have 0 reason to believe Denver's offense is capable of overcoming a 2-score lead in the 4th quarter. 2nd and 8. Shotgun snap. Howell drops back. It's a screen. There's room to run. Robinson's got the 1st. Robinson's across the 50, and he's inside the 30 of Denver. 34-yard line officially. A well-run screen by Washington. And the Broncos brought the pressure, too. They're showing pressure. They rush 6. So there's no one back there except for 2 DBs. Lucky for Denver, one of those DBs is Justin Simmons, who makes an open field tackle. 1st and 10. Shotgun snap. Howell drops back. He throws over the middle. This is caught on a crosser, a gain of 4. Byron Pringle, the receiver. Second down. Oh, the Giants with 30 seconds left hit a field goal to take a 3-point lead over the Cardinals. Under center, Howell from Denver's 30. Field goal keeps it a one-score game. Howell hands it off. It's a run to the right for Gibson. Antonio Gibson has a first down. First down for Washington. The Broncos blew a 21-point lead, or an 18-point lead, I should say. And the Cardinals blew a 21-point lead. Oh. First and 10. Tough moment here. First and 10. Howell throws. That is caught, I think. Wow, a very impressive catch on a pass that was not quite on target. But nevertheless, on first and 10, they get 9. And now the Commanders are in the BetUS red zone. Ball sits at the Broncos' 15-yard line. Second and 1, handoff. Robinson running to his left. Robinson trying to get to the corner. Touchdown, Brian Robinson. (34-24). Denver led 21-3 at one point. They're now down by 10. In one of the most epic collapses in Broncos history. This is the most depressing thing. Extra point is good. So it's an 11-point game. It's still a 2-score game, but you need a touchdown, a 2-point conversion, and a field goal to tie it. With 7 minutes. I think Damari Mathis was just taken out of the game. I mean, they've got Isang Bassi at safety, with Delaire Turner-Yell getting hurt on that series. 32-3 run for Washington. Could someone please beat a block the bots? So initial thoughts as this one is, well, it's headed it has people heading for the exits at the stadium right now. Vance Joseph, where's your defense, dude? Like 2 straight weeks of a big front page headline revolving around the defense. Last week, no pressure. This week, well, to be fair, they got to the quarterback a few times, but they did blow a 21-3 lead. They've been outscored 32-3. Now, that's not only on the defense. The offense hasn't scored a point in the second half, outside of one lazy field goal. But in the second half, Russell Wilson, 32 yards and 1 interception. Down 11 with 7 minutes to go. They're going to need a bit of a miracle. Wilson checks down on first and 10, finds his man Javonte Williams. He gets 10 yards. Second and 1. Williams only got 9 yards on that initial play. Lining up under center. Wilson takes the snap. It's a pitch to the right. Javonte Williams runs, and he barely gets to the first down marker before being turned around by Montez Sweat. What a deflating second half. $1,500 people hanging out with us. 1,500 people here for Denver Broncos funeral. 1st and 10. Wilson in shotgun. Takes the snap, drops back, steps up, rolls to his right, throws and nearly freaking intercepted, but it's incomplete. And that brings up 2nd down and 10. We're going to do our raffle, by the way, at the 2-minute warning still. So if you want to enter the raffle at the last moment, $5 super chat. We're going to mail you a signed pennant that is in the shape of, we can throw it on screen for you in a moment. On 2nd and 10, Wilson throwing over the middle. That's caught. Let's go. Cortland Sutton across midfield. So this is what the raffle is for. We're going to do a duck race. If you've never seen a duck race before, it's exhilarating. The $5 super chat is worth the admission alone. So we'll mail you this signed pennant. If you want to add to your Broncos man cave, whatever. But we'll do that at the 2-minute warning for a $5 super chat. Wilson, 1st and 10. And he gets a yard as he was about to get sacked. It's a great way to support the channel. Greatly appreciated. If you enjoy the free content we do, by all means, no pressure, but feel free to super chat $5 to get entered into that raffle. Second and 10. Wilson in shotgun. Wilson takes the snap. Steps up in the pocket. He's going to run. Russ, 1st down, run and more. Let's go. Yeah, blow my nose again. Excuse me, everyone. Sorry about that. 1st down run by Russell Wilson. Okay. Glenn Miller, you are right. The duck race will be the highlight of the game. $5 super chat. Get entered into the duck race. 1st and 10. Wilson takes the shotgun snap. He steps up, avoids a sack, looking, throwing as he's stapled to the ground, hard hit. Offensive lines is there to pick him up. Jamin Davis, linebacker, put the pressure on. I mean, just completely stunned faces right now in the crowd. 21-3. They're not just losing anymore. They're down by 2 scores with 3.5 minutes. Shotgun snap to Russ, 2nd and 10. God, stay in the pocket for once. Dumps it off. Gain of 6 or 7 on the play. There's a flag. Personal foul. Roughing the passer. Huge break. Half the distance to the goal. Automatic 1st down. Chase Young, the guilty party. Is this roughing the passer? Yeah. Chase Young is hoping he gets away with that. He knows that is just unnecessary, but He's hoping it might slide. It doesn't slide. And he gets flagged for it. It's Broncos football text. We'll switch that. $5 super chat from Gerald Davis. Let's go. 2-minute warning is the last call for the duck race. Wilson throws. This is caught. Lil Jordan Humphrey on 1st and 10. And it's going to be a gain of 3. Gerald, we will throw this on screen right before the duck race. 2nd and 6. Russ lining up in shotgun. Takes the snap, drops back. Checks it down. This is caught. Let's go, Samaje. On 2nd and 6, he gets 4 yards. Third and 1. Wilson under center, QB sneak, and Russ gets the first. You got to go. Like, if you can score before the 2-minute warning, that would be huge. Wait, who called timeout? Oh, okay, injured player. All right, let's kind of focus up for a second here, though. It's 1st and goal with 2 minutes and 22 seconds. If Denver can score before the 2-minute warning, they'll probably go for the onside kick still, but they could kick it deep, make a stop, have the 2-minute warning there, save a timeout for the offense, and get the ball back if everything goes well with like a minute 40, a minute 30. Very real possibility if you score a touchdown before the 2-minute warning. Do not just let the clock run down for the sake of it. First and goal. Wilson in shotgun. From the 2. Takes the snap. Play action. Oh, gosh, he's going to get sacked. He throws. Nearly intercepted. Jesus. Wilson was about to get sacked, so he decides, let's just throw it to the closest guy, no matter what team he's on. And that was nearly intercepted. So it's going to be 2nd and goal. Okay, they're going to call Russ down, which I think is the correct call. So it's a loss. They move back to the 8-yard line. 2nd and goal. Wilson is down. He is down before this ball is thrown. So whether it was picked or not, that's the 2-minute warning. Denver's down 2 scores. But they're at the goal line with 2 minutes. They're going to need a touchdown, an onside kick, and maybe another touchdown. It is... No, last call. Throw the pennant on, and then we'll do the duck race. Yep. So one last little push here. If anyone wants to be a part of our duck race, this is what we are racing for, ladies and gentlemen. It is this Broncos pennant in the shape of the Colorado State outline. $5 super chat. We'll give you guys 30 or so seconds. Otherwise, we will get our ducks in the pond, and we will race the current duckling. So we will have this mailed out to you on us, of course. I'll sign it if you want, and you can add it to wherever you like to watch Broncos games. You can add it to your desk at work, wherever it may be. But a $5 super chat to be entered into the duck race, which we are about to do. But one last little call here, and let's be honest. The duck race might be more exciting than this game. What's a duck race? It's this online website where it's got a whole bunch of ducks in the water, and it races them for you. And it's very exciting to watch. So, $5 super chat. Big Tex will get that duck race ready. And we will say ready, set, go. Okay. Whenever you're ready, Tex. Yep. Uh-huh. We got 4 duckies. Do they have names? Do they have names? Okay, it's got like 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. We'll get the names on there for just a moment. Here it is. All right. Throw it across screen and let's do this thing. What's going on, Octavio? You got to, well, put it in program first. And now hit start. I don't know, whichever one you did last time. There we go. Ducks are off and running, or is off and swimming. We've got Davis, VT92, No Filter, and Todd. Looks like Todd's got the early lead with 45 seconds left in this duck race. Meanwhile, it's 2nd and goal, so we've got a lot going on here. But a flag comes, and it looks like it's going to be on the defense, so a quick 5-yard penalty will get the sack yardage back. Todd, 30 seconds to go in the duck race, has the lead. Half the distance to the goal, but here comes Larry. Look at Larry making some moves. VT92 is not too far behind either. Davis is bringing up the pack. 15 seconds to go. Who's going to win? 10 seconds left. Larry's pulling away. Here comes Todd. It's a 2. Oh, look now. There's Davis. Gerald Davis from the last moment takes over. Clap it up for Gerald Davis. Gerald, we'll put my Twitter at the bottom of the screen. Hit me up over there. We will get that pennant out to you at Matthew Petey. Gerald, thank you for your super chat, and congratulations, dude. You won the duck race. As for the very less interesting game, which is the Broncos blowing a 21-3 lead after the offsides on the defense, half the distance to the goal. It is 2nd and goal from the 4. From the 4, Wilson in shotgun. Takes the snap, throws, and that's incomplete. Was looking for Adam Trotman. And now we have 3rd and goal. Third and goal. What would you do? Would you run it or would you pass it from the 4? R for run, P for pass. Let me know right now. What would you do, run or pass? It's 4-down territory. Might not be a bad idea to try and run it, although, no. You got to preserve time. You have to throw it. You cannot waste a timeout or burn time. Wilson is going to get sacked. He's going to get sacked. My goodness. Montez Sweat sacks him. You got to move. Denver calls a timeout. Sack number 6 for the Commanders. 1 Mississippi, 2 Mississippi, 3 Mississippi. Oh my goodness, Russ. Excuse me. 4th and 15 now. 4th and goal from the 15, I think. And Denver's going to kick a field goal. I mean, okay. 32-yarder, trying to make it an 8-point game. The kick is up, and it's good. So it is 35-27. 8-point game. Denver has used one timeout. Like, they should not have used their timeout there. If they wanted to kick a field goal, would it have taken 40 seconds to run the field goal team on there and kick? If the answer is no, and it would have taken less time, say 30 seconds, you should have done that. Saved your timeout when Washington is trying to kneel out the clock because they will take all 40 seconds. So you lost whatever the difference is for how quickly your field goal unit can come on the field versus 40 seconds. Am I making sense? If the field goal unit takes 20 seconds to sprint on, snap, kick, okay? Well, you burned a timeout and you lost 20 seconds because the Commanders, when they run the ball, they're going to run the play clock down all 40 seconds. Onside kick time. Oh, ball! Commanders got it. Took a good bounce for Denver, but Chris Rodriguez Jr. jumps on it. Now, it did go pretty far down the field, so the Commanders are not in field goal range or anything like that. This actually spits out to their half of the 50. So, you got 2 timeouts. You can maybe get the ball back with like a minute. Now, not even. Handoff on 1st and 10. It's a gain of 2. I mean, best case scenario, cut timeout. So that's, all right, minute 44 left. Let's say the next play takes 5 seconds. Minute 39, timeout, you're out of timeouts. Let's say the next play and then the clock they can run off totals 45 seconds. You're now down to about 50 seconds on the game clock. Could have saved 10 or 20 seconds, though, if you just ran your field goal unit out instead of using a timeout there. My boss wants me to tell you to subscribe. Frankly, I am so upset with this team. I am out of it. 2nd and 8. Good stop. Loss on the play. Timeout. Randy Gregory making the nice tackle. 3rd and 11. This is going to be Denver's last timeout. So, after this play on 3rd and 11, that clock will continue to tick for 40 seconds for the game clock, or the play clock, excuse me, and however long the play takes. Third and 11. $10 super chat. Let's go. He won. Yeah. We'll throw it on screen in a moment, Gerald. Shotgun snap. Handoff for Robinson. Gain of 2. So 4th down, Denver's defense does their job. They force a 3 and out. And that clock is going to tick down below a minute. It'll come down to about 55 seconds before Washington has to punt. And then the punt will take, honestly, about 10 seconds. Maybe not 10, maybe 8. So I'm thinking Denver's getting the ball back with maybe 45 seconds. And if it took you just 20 seconds to run the field goal unit out there and you didn't burn a timeout there, you could have saved those 40 seconds that they just ran down and had an extra 10 to 20 seconds. I know I'm a broken record, But at this point, no, not this. Yeah. At this point, you need every single second possible. Fourth and 9. Commanders are going to punt. Here's the punt. Fair caught at the 12 with 48 seconds. Russell Wilson has to go 88 yards and 48 seconds. Here we go. Here we go. Let's throw in that $10 super chat super duper quickly here. $10 super coming in from the winner of the duck race. From Gerald Davis over in Hawaii. Aloha, thank you for what you do. Please give my gift to a true Broncos fan. I'm paying it forward. Gerald, that's very kind of you. And on 1st and 10, I think there's a false start. Mike McGlinchey, false start. Gerald is a very kind message. I'm just not in a great mood at the moment. But I will roll it over to another Broncos fan. Gerald, thank you so much, dude. Mike McGlinchey might be a bust of a signing. 1st and 15 from their 7. Wilson drops back. Throwing. This is caught. Good gain. Cortland Sutton. He gets 14 yards and gets out of bounds. 42 seconds. Clock stops. Broncos ball. We'll get the Broncos ball on there. Second and 3. Shotgun snap to Russ. Wilson is pressured, escapes it, throws to the side. Throws for Brandon Johnson. It's too high. It's incomplete. He got a hand-ish to it. Now 35 seconds with 3rd and 3. Third down. You really can't go to the middle of the field unless it's for a big gain. Like, you can't take 10 yards in the middle of the field for the clock. I guess. I don't know. I don't know at this point. 3rd and 3. Russ scrambling, looking, throwing. Incomplete. Was looking for Judy. He was just covered. And I think Jerry Judy's like, dude, what are you doing? Like, I am completely covered. 4th and 3. Now you got to. Now you got to just get the first down. Step 1. Fourth and 3. Fourth down. Here's the game. Wilson in shotgun takes the snap. He's going to run. He's going to run for a little bit here. Get out of bounds. Get out of bounds. He didn't get out of bounds. That clock's going to keep running. Give the ball to the ref, Russ. Clock it, clock it, clock it. 12, 11, 10, 9. 9 seconds. Denver's at their own 34-yard line. You probably have to get 10 more yards to get into true Hail Mary range. It's not like Russell Wilson has the world's strongest arm either. I don't know if he can bomb it 65 yards into the end zone. Right now they're at the 34. You got to get more yardage. 9 seconds. Wilson takes the snap. Russ throwing. Sideline. That might be caught. Yes! Cortland Sutton coming up big on this series. And with 3 seconds left, Sutton gets Denver across the 50. Out to the 51. Don't review it. Don't review it. Don't review it. Washington calls a timeout. This will be close. He had both feet down before he caught it, but once he catches it, his right foot comes off the ground. This could be overturned, I'm not going to lie. Look, this right toe, I don't know if that right foot is on the ground when he actually has possession. But they don't appear to be reviewing it, so awesome sauce. 50-yard line. This is it. Hail Mary time. Russ heaves it. Oh! Oh! Yes! 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 He did it! He did it! Brandon Johnson! Oh my God! Oh my God! A Hail Mary! Yes! A Hail Mary! Brandon Johnson on a tip drill! Oh my God! It goes through 5 sets of hands! And then it falls to Johnson! Brandon Johnson! The mayor of Denver! Unreal! Oh my God! Now it comes down to this. A 2-point conversion to force overtime. The Hail Mary. Speechless. Russell Wilson finding Brandon Johnson after being tipped around. But it's all for nothing and they don't get this 2-point conversion. This is the game. Once again. Russ, snap, looking, throwing. Incomplete. It's incomplete. I can't believe it. It's incomplete. That's the game. That's the game. Denver loses. You get a Hail Mary and you can't go 2 fucking yards? Unbelievable. Probably should have been called as a DPI. I don't even know what to say right now. To go from that high to that low, a Hail Mary touchdown. I'll start getting the post-game show ready. Here's the question we're going to ask. Do the Broncos suck? How about that? The chat, I've never seen such a turnaround. A Hail Mary and an opportunity to tie the game, and they can't get it done. I don't even know what to say. Norman, what happened? What happened was a 50-yard Hail Mary tip drill, fell to Brandon Johnson in the end zone for a touchdown, and Denver can't get the 2-point conversion to tie the game. 35-33 the final. Do the Broncos suck? I don't want that Hail Mary to make people forget that this offense had 3 points to show for in the second half, and they blew a 21-3 lead. I don't want that Hail Mary to have everyone come out of that stadium going, well, they lost by 2, like close game. It should never have been that close. You're up 18. Part of me is almost mad they got the Hail Mary because now there's going to be this false sense of hope. No. Don't forget what happened up until the Hail Mary. Down 8? I can't wait to lose my voice after this. We're going to do a complete post-game show. If you have any takes, feel free to super chat them, and we'll throw them on screen. If you've got an opinion after this game, whether it's on Wilson, Sean Payton, Vance Joseph, you name it. It is an open book today. Nothing is safe. No one is safe. When you blow a 21-3 lead, everything's on the table. 0-2. You play the next 2 games on the road in Miami and Chicago. The only good news for Denver is the Bears have looked worse somehow than the Broncos through the first 2 games. But do the Broncos just suck? That's what I want to know. Like, are they just not a good team? And this is what they deserve. Bad teams lose games. Is Denver just a bad team? Right? I thought they were a 9-8 team. And I was ridiculed for not being on higher. Tough scene. Offensive line is cheeks. Mike McGlinchey's one of the highest paid tackles in football. And he looks like Billy Turner last year. Just brutal. B to block the box. You know, if you're mad that pass interference was not called at the end of the game, cry somewhere else. You blew a 21-3 lead. Don't pin a 50-50 call not going your way on the last play. No, pin blowing the 21-3 lead. That's the issue. Not a 50-50 call in the last play not going Denver's way. Tank for Caleb Williams? Sign me up. Like, sure, things could have gone a little bit better for Denver on that last series. But you blew the fucking lead. 21-3. Nothing to show for in the second half outside of 1 field goal and a Hail Mary. And a Hail Mary that's going to give Russell Wilson an extra 50 yards and a touchdown. So everyone that just goes box score hunting tonight goes, well, Russ wasn't the issue. He threw 3 touchdowns. Russ and this offense thought it'd be fun to go to Magic Camp and just disappear. Illusionist in the second half. Illusionist. Gone. Vance Joseph and this defense, they made Sam Howell look like Tom Brady in 2007. Sam Howell. How? Special teams outside of a Marvin Mims kick return, not much of a spark, but what's new? Huh? At least no missed kicks from Elliott Fry today. Offensive line, garbage. Garbage. No big plays from Cortland Sutton or Jerry Jeudy. But that's to be expected, it feels like, most games. Defensively, it's on Pat Surtain to do everything. Finally got a good dose of the pass rush. Jonathan Cooper with a great forced fumble. But you gave up 35 points. Like, put your tails between your legs and go home. 35 points. Eric Bieniemy is just a Broncos killer. Maybe he's the man responsible for all the success in Kansas City against Denver. But if I really had to zero in on one, I'll do 2. I'll do 3. Damari Mathis, Mike McGlinchey, Vance Joseph. In no particular order. Those 3 guys are jumping out to me. A starting corner, a highly paid tackle, and your defensive coordinator. And all three of them don't know the difference between their ass and their head. We're banking on Hail Marys to be the offense. What's the offense today, Coach? Hail Marys. Hope they catch it. Hope it falls to our hands. The Browns, Steelers next Monday night, tomorrow night. Hopefully it's a better showing than this game for Denver. Where's the pass interference? Who cares? Who cares? It's a 50-50 call. How about you don't leave it in the official's hands on a 50-50 call? That might give you better results. Don't make you come down to a Hail Mary 2-point conversion to tie the game. How about you just maintain a 21-3 lead? Who would have thought that, huh? We got a super chat coming in from Raging Bull. Fire Vance Joseph. What do you guys think? I'll open this up to the entire watch party right now. All 1,100 people currently watching. Thoughts on firing Vance Joseph? I mean, you're not going to fire your DC 2 weeks in, but he ain't looking like a guy who's coming back for a second season at this rate. Do you fire Vance? I mean, I know that Sean Payton is not going to fire his defensive coordinator 2 weeks into the season, but Vance Joseph did not run a great defense when he was in Denver the first time. It's not like his Cardinals defense was some world-renowned defense. They were just better than what the Cardinals usually are. And so far, through 2 games, 0 pressure on Jimmy Garoppolo, 35 points allowed to Sam Howell. Just so much to break down after this game. I don't know where to really truly even start, right? I got the Hail Mary, so still can't believe that. Poor Brandon Johnson's like, I made the greatest play of my NFL career, and no one wants to talk about it in the locker room after this game anymore. Let's do those. Yeah, let's do those 3. Yep. All right, we're going to jump into this. By the way, if you're not subscribed, do so for more live reactions like this, because this was gut-wrenching for Denver. 35-33 loss to the Commanders. All right. We will include that super chat in the post-game show. T. Martin, what's going on with the defense? Yep. We need some better receivers. I mean, listen. I got to rewatch the game to figure out, is it the receivers not getting open? Is it Russell Wilson not finding them? But I think it goes both ways at this moment. Courtland Sutton is a highly paid receiver who, up until the last drive, anyone really remember many Courtland Sutton contributions in this game? Had a first down or catch or 2. I feel like Brandon Johnson is a more impactful player than Courtland Sutton right now. Spot the lie. If you had to have one receiver on the field, would it rather be Brandon Johnson or Courtland Sutton? Let me know. I want to know. I really want to know. Pick a receiver. Johnson or Sutton? The fact that no one wants to answer this question, I think the silence is very loud here. Grizzly Prod is going with Brandon Johnson. V292 says Mims. Brandon Johnson. Lord of Liberty will take Johnson. Yeah, Brandon Johnson might be more valuable than Courtland Sutton to this offense. Jerry Jeudy's still coming back from a hamstring injury. I'm going to kind of give him a pass. Didn't really see a whole lot of Judy today. Saw a lot more of Mims and Johnson. Put some respect on that Washington defense. Yeah, Washington defense played great today. Sacked Russell Wilson 6 times. DBs made great plays. Yeah, this is not a slight against, how do you let Washington score 35 points? An NFL defense should not allow anyone to score 35 points, right? There are certain... What's that? No, the sound. Oh, music. Yeah. It's that one. Fire Vance Joseph. Yep. No, you're not benching Russell Wilson. I hate to break the news to you. That's not going to happen. That's just not going to happen. Let me see if we got any tweets from Sean Payton. I doubt he's speaking to the media just yet. Sean Payton's 0-2. The funny part is, Hackett was at least 1-1. It should have been DPIs. I watched this on the 2-point conversion. Yeah, that's a defensive pass interference. I'll agree. I just don't want to say, yep, that should have been called, and then have people go, well, see, Denver got robbed. Denver didn't get robbed. Denver blew a 21-3 lead. A DB got handsy in the end zone. As fans, we got mad in the Super Bowl when the holding was called because it robbed us of a great opportunity. Here they don't make a call, and everyone's mad still. Can't have it go both ways. A 32-3 run. Some fun facts here I'm seeing on Twitter. Denver's 0-2 for the third time in the last 5 years. No previous Broncos team that ever started 0-2 ever avoided a losing season. Yikes indeed. Yikes indeed. No, you have 9 minutes. Yeah, it's wrong. Do 60 minus 26. It's the other side. It's going to be 34-45. Yeah. Nathan, we'll talk tomorrow, dude. Don't worry. 800 people watching. Tim Green. Oh, boy. We got a lot of familiar faces in here. Judy is overrated. All right. Are we ready to get into post-game show? Okay, here we go. We're going to break down this loss. 35-33 is the final. We'll kind of wrap it up with that Raging Bull. One of my favorite roller coasters, too, at Six Flags. At the very end of the show. We'll update the bottom right now. Bottom score. No, update it. 35-33. Did Mims even get the ball thrown to him in the second half? I'm trying to remember. I have to say yes. I think there was a Marvin Mims target. Right? Someone tell me I'm not crazy. Oh, I forgot. Throughout all this, by the way, the K-Jack ejection. And then Sean Payton saying, really a tale of two games. Points to the fumble at midfield as the shift in momentum. Yeah, that's the fumble where Russell Wilson, Cam Newton did. But let's break down this 35-33 loss on our post-game show. Welcome into the 0-2 Broncos breakdown, and I don't even know where to begin. Denver blows a 21-3 lead. The Commanders go on a 32-3 run. A Brandon Johnson Hail Mary touchdown gives Denver a pulse at the last moment. A no-call DPI in the end zone takes away any opportunity for overtime. And throughout all of that, it's an absolutely chaotic football game that started great for Denver. And then, as Sean Payton said in his press conference, a Russell Wilson fumble on a run was the momentum shifter. So let's do our best to try and break down this game together. 35-33 the final. Tip your cap to Sam Howell. The dude was awesome. 299 yards and 2 touchdowns. Brian Robinson made some really great plays. 87 yards and 2 touchdowns, especially in the second half. Scary Terry, 5 grabs, 54 yards and 1 touchdown. Russell Wilson, 308 yards and 3 touchdowns and 1 interception. But that Hail Mary gives him 50 extra yards and an extra touchdown. Javonte Williams never really got a whole lot going on the ground. And Marvin Mims with the best half in Broncos history as a receiver. 113 yards and 1 touchdown off 2 grabs. But listen, a lot to unpack here. But ultimately, I just kind of want to get this off. Maybe the Broncos suck, right? I know no one really wants to hear that because it's a sad thing to say out loud, and you can tell me I'm wrong and no, but maybe, and when I say they suck, I mean maybe this team is not as talented as we thought they were. Maybe Mike McGlinchey's not a great right tackle. Maybe Ben Powers is not so much better than Dalton Reisner. He should have gotten way more money in free agency, right? Maybe Brandon Johnson might be better than Cortland Sutton. Like, if you had to pick one receiver, who would you rather have? So, yes, there's a lot to unpack and get through this game. But I think the root core of this is people are going to go, Denver lost to the Commanders? What if the Commanders are just a better football team? Because the Broncos aren't a good team. They're 0-2. They've dropped their first 2 games at home against teams that finished below 500 last year. You should at least split those games. Instead, they're 0-2, about to go on a 2-game stretch on the road. We'll run through some of the stats of the Commanders' offense. I mean, Eric Bieniemy, I don't know what it is, but he is a Broncos killer. Between his time in Kansas City and now his time in Washington, the guy out-coached, out-foxed, out-maneuvered everything Vance Joseph did. Which kind of brings me to the next point. Vance Joseph, I don't think he's a very good DC. He wasn't a very good defensive head coach when he was in Denver. It's not like anyone was drafting the Cardinals defense in fantasy football while he was down there. And now he comes back, and this defense looks way worse than it was last year. And there are some personnel changes, but it's the same core, right? It's the same fabric and shell of Simmons, Surtain, Singleton, Jewell, Gregory. Like, you got some new pieces, but no way it's all because Bradley Chubb left. And by the way, here's the Broncos' offensive numbers. I know everyone's going to talk about benching Russell Wilson. It ain't happening. I have no reason to believe Jarrett Stidham is any better. But Russell Wilson pulling, and this is just like karma. I don't know if it's karma, but Russell Wilson pulling a Cam Newton from the Super Bowl on that fumble, when the ball's literally in front of him and he's pointing to the ground, I'm down. How about you just grab the football, dude? How about you just cover your bases? Grab it. That way, in case you weren't down or in case the officials make a bad call, no harm, no foul. You got the ball anyway. Instead, he's like, don't need it. I'm down. Here's the thing, Russ. You weren't down. You weren't down. And you sucked in the second half. Couldn't get anything going through the air. This offense had nothing to show for a majority of the second half. And because of one Hail Mary, all these garbage numbers get ballooned up. And people just go box score hunting and go, you want to blame Russ? Dude had 300 yards and 3 touchdowns. Yeah, take away 50 yards and a Hail Mary. It's 250 yards, 2 touchdowns, 1 interception. And 100 of those yards came in the first quarter. In the next 3 quarters, he produced shit. Nothing. So here's the ultimate question. Do the Broncos suck? maybe this team is just not a good team, right? Maybe this team isn't as talented as we thought they were. There's Pat Surtain. There's Justin Simmons. Oh, that reminds me. I mean, those are guys I can just I can rely on. And I'm about done counting. The Kareem Jackson ejection, I don't have an issue with that call, but it definitely changed like the trajectory of the game. I know Sean Payton says he doesn't think that was deflating or anything like that. Show of hands, who thinks it did? Because now you're down to 3 safeties. Simmons, Delaren Turner-Yell, and you lost Kareem Jackson. So, like, you lose Delaren Turner-Yell. You have Essang Bassey playing safety at some point. What? Like, completely decimated in the secondary because of that. Well, let me know. Do the Broncos suck? Here are some more stats we'll throw on screen in case you want to burn your eyes. 4 for 12 on third down. 9 penalties. Got outpossessed. Yardage is about similar, mostly to a 50-yard Hail Mary at the end of the game, which, listen, if you are looking for someone to blame the loss on that no call, go to a different show. How about you don't blow a 21-3 lead? Don't leave it to the officials on a 50-50, maybe 60-40 call on the last play of the game to dictate whether or not you even get a chance to just win in overtime. No, I am not going to walk out of this going, the officials screw Denver. Come on. Officials never bat 1,000. We know that every week. Don't put yourself in a position where you have to rely on the officials to be perfect. Everyone knows there is going to be some sort of error you have to factor in. And when you build a 21-3 lead, you give yourself cushion for maybe one bad call giving the Commanders a score. Okay, no problem. You still got a big lead. But when you blow that, you only have yourself to blame. Now, we're going to get to more thoughts I have on this game in just a moment. But today's show, BetUS, I don't recommend betting on the Broncos after this one. But if you are brave enough to do so, just do it at chatsports.com/bet. Promo code Broncos125 hooks you up with a 125% deposit bonus. So make all your picks over there. Let's run through some of the receiving stats from this game here. Terry McLaurin, 54 yards, 1 touchdown. That 1 touchdown came over Damari Mathis. I don't know how many minutes into this video I am now, but how about you bench Damari Mathis? Can we all agree? The Damari Mathis show, it's not working. He's not a good starting cornerback. Just isn't. I'd rather have like Michael Ojemudia. So Mathis, he's done. John Bates, 46 yards. Antonio Gibson, 44 yards. As for Denver, that's what I'm talking about. Like, Marvin Mims, 113 yards. Brandon Johnson, 66 yards. Cortland Sutton really woke up-ish on the last series. Helped Denver get into Hail Mary range. 5 grabs, for 66 yards. No impact players at receiver. Like, that's a lie. Marvin Mims, that was the impact play we were waiting for. In my keys to victory, in my preview video, I was like, I need explosive plays, and I need one of the rookies to do something. And I got Jaleel McLaughlin and Marvin Mims scoring touchdowns. So they did their part. They got them out to a 21-3 lead. The rest of the team then has to chip in. Can't bank on rookies for 4 quarters. Now listen, if you have not subscribed to the channel, this is the time to do so because we are going to do live content like this throughout watch parties the entire year long, daily videos. So subscribe, don't miss a thing. Honestly, just subscribe, don't subscribe. I'm just so dejected after this game. I'm not even going to look at the YouTube analytics for at least 48 hours. One more time, we run through some of the stats. Russ, he was sacked a lot. 6 times, right? Mike McGlinchey, you're highly paid, dude. I know you missed all of camp pretty much with a knee injury, and you faced Max Crosby and then Chase Young and this Washington front 4, and that's a tough start. But in the NFL, you're not going to get a lot of freebies, right? Next week, you go to Miami, you get to go up against a really good front 4 for the Dolphins and Vic Fangio. And then after that, you get to go to the Bears, and well, that would be a lot easier. But this offensive line needs to do a better job. I'm not quite sure how to divvy up the blame for sacks because there are plenty of times where Russ just sucks in the pocket. And he's like spinning into tacklers. But the offensive line, like, how do you have a false start on the first play when you've got 80 plus yards to go to try and tie the game? How do you have a false start there, 69? Inexcusable. Javonte Williams, 12 carries, 44 yards. He's still warming up. You know, you haven't, like, the 12, 15-yard long. Still waiting for just, I don't know what it is, but I just haven't seen it just quite yet from 33. And then Marvin Mims, shout out to him. He might be this team's best receiver when the year is over. And how big of an overreaction is that? 2 grabs, 113 yards, and 1 touchdown. So one last question we'll ask, and then we'll throw on a super chat we got during our live show. Grade the Broncos. This should be fun. I give it a big, fat F. I give it an F. The defense crumbled, the offense flatlined, and you lost after leading by 18 points. Big, fat F. Raging Bull with the last note here on the show. Fire Vance Joseph. As the YouTubers say, sound off in the comments. You want to fire, like, they're not firing Vance Joseph 2 weeks into the season, but he might not make it after year 1. If this defense does not have a massive turnaround, yeah, Vance Joseph has shown me nothing to believe he is a long-term DC for this team. So I get where you're coming from, dude. No doubt about it. I do. That's it for this postgame show, 35-33. Denver's 0-2. The Broncos, in their entire franchise history, have never had a winning season after starting off 0-2. I don't see a reason to believe this is going to be a dramatic turnaround. I know it's doom and gloom, but at this point last year, Denver was 1-1 at least. And they were worse, it looked like. So they're just going to start, inventing wins? No. I'll sleep on this like everyone. I'll kind of come back tomorrow with more organized thoughts, but that's my instant reaction to this game. Thank you guys for tuning in. We'll see everyone tomorrow. All right, that's going to do it for us. We're going to sign off. We're going to let you guys go. Enjoy Sunday Night Football. Enjoy Sunday night. Don't watch the Sunday Night Football halftime when they run through the highlights of each game. Just not going to be fun. I bet they're going to do, I wonder which Washington touchdown they would pick. Probably the one that gave them the lead, the 28-24 lead. That's got to be the one. All right. Adios. See you guys.